Sue knows exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Welcome to Out of the Abyss. Last time, our weary travelers traversed the dark lake from Sloob Delop, where they witnessed the horrifying, treacherous appearance of the Prince of Demons himself, Demogorgon. They were able to escape, barely with their lives, hardly with their sanity. As they were pushed along the dark lake, desperately trying to find respite, they found more troubles, getting trapped within a slimy, oozing temple that reeked of demonic energy. Again, barely escaping with their lives. They traveled for 20 days along the dark lake, encountering demonic enemies, strange structures, rapid torrents, whirlpools, and they finally arrived at the Durgar city that sits at the edge of the dark lake, Gracklestugh. As they approached, they came up with the ingenious plan to disguise a few of them as Durgar and to escort the rest of the party into the city under the guise of slave traders and their quarry. They were able to do this and get lodgings at the Bloodbath and Beyond Hotel, where they've finally, for the first time, got to kick their feet up and sleep in real beds for the first time in months? Long since before they met each other in Belkenvelve about a month ago. So here we are, everybody. You have arrived, you've unpacked, and you now get this very quaint little space. It is a courtyard with that is open. You open in the cavern. It's tiled. It's very like terracotta. Several little rooms kind of surround this courtyard. So each of you have lodgings. There is a stable for your steeders and equipment, and it is suggested the slaves should be in there, but since it was just a ruse, you all kind of figure out your own sleeping arrangements. How is everybody feeling?
Cora has decided to stay in character even though no one is watching. Um, so back at the like Anazira was especially, she didn't love the idea that she was going to be shackled and blindfolded. Yeah, so Cora's going to play with her newfound authority over her. She's gonna like stomp on her foot and say like, "Quiet, slave."
Are you staying in your disguise?
Yeah.
Anazira is looking at you. Bird, I thought we were friends. What's the deal here?
Cora just laughs. She thinks it's so funny. Like she's doing it as a joke.
Um, um, J-Mitch,
Yes.
you all kind of like rushed here. You didn't have a chance to really look around the city. You got here as fast as you could, not really taking time to process where you are. But now that you can relax a little bit, how does J-Mitch feel about being...
Mitch does not like being here. He is, in fact, not relaxing. He is more tense than ever before. This is the place where he is sure that the people who killed his brother are. and knowing that he's in that close of proximity to people that he's looking at everybody like they could be that person. But then wait, I just realized that they're dead anyway. But like
They're the same.
they're like the same, like the same people, the same tribesmen, you know. These people have relationships with the people that killed my brother.
Yes.
And so it's rough to be in an environment where you feel similar but alien at the same time.
It does feel alien to you. You've lived in underground cities before. Gaunsel Grim is built within the
Mhm.
mountain. And yet, this place feels foreign. It is very hot here. The feeling
Mhm.
of endless bellows and forges going. You constantly hear the rhythmic sounds of hammering all through the night. This city feels like it never sleeps. And you look at these stone dwarven buildings, and there is nothing beautiful or creative about them. They were built for efficiency and efficiency alone. And it is offensive to you as a dwarf who worships the god, the Muradin
Mhm.
requires you to be creative. That is how you serve him. And every dwarf knows when you create an item, an object, you craft it beautifully, you add intricacies and patterns. And yet, here in this deep dwarven city, there are no patterns, there is no art, there is no beauty. It is hard, flat surfaces that are efficient and ugly.
Mhm. What is this inn made out of, if I may ask? Like, what
The
material do I
It's
am I
stone.
like
It's like a
sitting?
reddish
Yeah.
brown stone. It looks like it was made of material that has been harvested from the
Hmm.
local area. Just really, really square, almost like cement, like a reddish brown, just straight
Hmm.
bricks. And
And am I in my own room or am I in like a communal room?
that's up to you. I did not make a map for this location.
I think
Um,
in that case, J. Mitch will be in his own room, and as soon as he is alone, um, he will keep his makeup, his disguise of the skin on, so like he still looks um, like the paler grayish skin that the Duergar have. But his shawl and he'll take off his costume and he'll fold it neatly, and then he will sit down and read a book.
what book are you reading?
I'm going to be reading a book that my professor gave me about Underdark,
Okay, like a
about
history
the
book
prisons.
or an
Yeah,
ecology book?
like just to this is the Underdark basics type of thing.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
I thought you were gonna say Open for Ragnar.
Not here. This is not the city for Open for Ragnar.
I have no idea what that is.
It's this inside joke that we have
Inside
in our
joke.
old D&D group. It's a
Ah,
smutty slutty book. It's like a one of those smutty romances that girls like to read. Lonely Housewives.
Holy
Um,
shit.
uh, Nicole, how are you doing?
Nicole's probably trying to dig his armor out of s- whatever they've hidden it in. Um, but he's gonna pause and sort of turn to Yaslin. I'm assuming they're all together in the community room. And he's gonna speak to her in Elvish. What exactly do slaves wear if they are allowed clothing?
I, I don't know. I've only been into these cities a couple of times and didn't really have much interaction with the slaves. They usually kept the visitors away from the slaves, in my opinion, in my experience. So yeah, it's very
And
it was very protective, like outings with. other people, so you don't have that much of an exposure.
Then okay. Then he's gonna turn to Sereth and
Mhm.
ask sort of this like gesture for him. Like, do you- I want to be able to wear armor, something. As much as I'm not ashamed of this, I don't really want to walk around.
He kind of like looks you up and down. Honestly, it's pretty dangerous for you to leave the inn. At least anything further than the dock district. Non-Durgar aren't even allowed in the city proper. Um, if you want to go out masquerading as a slave, I'd recommend just wearing one of the sackcloths and a belt. But if you just want to appear as a traveler, as long as we stick together and don't cause problems, they should leave us alone. We just need to remain inconspicuous. So maybe wear a cloak, keep your head covered. Don't let them see your tail. Just in the shadows with a cloak, you'll appear as another elf. They should leave us alone as long as we don't draw a lot of attention. And be careful. Durgar are very, very. They're sticklers for law. Petty crime is almost non existent here. Everything happens, everyone is rank and file, everyone is obedient. And if anybody is annoyed by you, they will call the guards and have you arrested. So, I don't think you need to dress like a slave, but try not to leave until we know what we're going to be doing, unless you absolutely have to.
I had no plans of what is it? Walk around and find out. I had no plans for that.
You're smart. His eyes flash over to Anazir, and then he looks back at you.
Was it Arizura and Cora that were going to do that?
Oh yeah, he also looks over at Cora. Well, Cora is going saying, "Mind your manners." Gets back in line. Speaking of, I believe Kothar wanted to hit up the bazaar, which is called. So you guys are currently in the Dark Lake District, which comprises of the docks, the Blade Bazaar, and a couple other locations, a brewery. You can see a fortress kind of along the coast built into a stalagmite. And the entire place is very, very smoggy. And it's lit, but in kind of an obscure. It's still like it stings your eyes. It's hot. It's dry. You can smell different like natural gas, and it's just I guess natural gas doesn't have a smell. You smell like sulfur, and it's kind of unpleasant. In fact, I'm gonna say you can all take a long rest. You sleep, but I need everybody to make a Constitution savings throw as you wake up, including all the NPCs.
We had 2 inspirations, right?
Yes.
So I don't. Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm gonna make everybody do it.
How do we do a long rest again? I forget.
There is a button.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, you got it.
Saw it. Look at me.
Constitution saving.
Also, I want to ask this mainly because I love hear you say the name, but what was the name of the slime that we left on the boat?
Oh, Glabagool. Glabagool is hanging out on your boat, making sure nobody fucks with it. All right, hang on. I am just making everybody. So here's what's going to happen. Everybody who rolled lower, a 10 or lower, as you wake up, you're like, your chest feels super tight and you start coughing. You have been infected with an illness known as Gracklestugh. And it is caused by the horrible air, the smog. Those of you who are infected are going to take 1 level of exhaustion. If you ever try to take the sprint action, you have to do something. Let me find it. If the creature attempts to cast a spell with a verbal component, it must succeed a Constitution DC 11 check, or the spell fails because you start coughing and hacking. And I know there's a sprinting thing.
What was the saving throw DC again?
11. It's basically 10
Okay.
plus every level of exhaustion that you acquire. Cora, were you giving me a hands up? Were you?
No, I was just going 10.
Oh, cool.
The J-Midge.
All right. Oh yeah. It says you must succeed on a Constitution check to take the dash action, and if you fail, you cannot take that action. If you try to cast a spell with a verbal component and you fail that DC, the spell slot is consumed and it fails. You feel a lot of phlegm in your throat as you cough. It comes out. It's like black and sooty, and so so if you rolled 10 or lower, then you are afflicted. Who is afflicted, by the way?
I used my
Inspiration?
Inspiration.
Okay.
Oh, who got the golden buzzer again last time?
I don't remember.
Gnome, I think.
No. Okay.
Oh, that's helpful.
I think, yes.
We'll save that then.
It'll roll over for them, yeah.
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 So many people are getting Gracklestugh.
When everybody wakes up and people start coughing, Kothar is going to turn to Lucius and ask him, Lucius, are you feeling all right?
I don't understand. There must be something in the air. It's like there's this phlegm that is
Let me see.
my throat.
And Kothar will kind of take a look at him. Can I do a medicine check to see if I can determine?
Yes, absolutely.
What's going on?
Absolutely, you may.
I'm going to use my inspirational. Or do I need to?
If you roll high enough, I will impart important knowledge.
I guess I'm going to use one inspiration already. Haha.
You have 2, so 16. So as you give Lucius like a little look over, and it reminds you a lot of like pneumonia.
Do I have the COVID?
You do have the COVID. But Kothar, you feel like this could be cured magically.
Couldn't be dispelled, could it?
Kothar's going to say, I don't know what COVID is, but I've seen this before. Here, let me try something. And he's going to like put his hands over Lucius's cheeks, and he's going to cast Lesser Restoration. And is going to end the disease.
It works.
Oh,
How are you feeling now?
I feel much better. Thank you.
You feel as he puts his hands on you and casts this lesser restoration, the phlegm that you were hacking on and the tightness in your lungs starts to kind of be relieved, and you're able to take a deep breath and that sharp pain kind of goes away. You'll be immune to the effects of Gracklestugh for a week now.
Wow.
Well, that's That was very kind of you. I appreciate that. But I wonder what caused it.
I don't know. It's probably something from the air, considering it's similar to pneumonia. Is anybody else feeling ill? And he'll just kind of like call out to the room as he turns around.
I'm gonna tell you who you see is hacking up lungs. A lot of the NPCs failed.
I guess I'll just kind of look up.
Hold on.
I've made a list in the chat.
Oh, excellent. I was gonna say, you see Topsy, Shushar, Sereth, Ron, Ephron, and Azeron all hacking. Did any of the other players get it, or y'all safe?
We're all good.
Okay, so you see a group of the NPCs, your party members, just like Sereth, who's coughing, overhearing Lucius questioning the origin. He just goes, Gracklestugh. It's a very common illness in this fucking city. It's like seasonal allergies rolled up to 11.
Can Yaslin like check on someone to see if like dispel magic would help with this or not?
This is not a magic effect. This is a disease.
Yeah, but she wouldn't know that to start off with.
Okay.
So what would that be? Would that be some sort of roll, or
I mean, the only way you would know
or just
is...
know it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sarah?
Hmm?
How do not get, please?
As every day that we're here, we are in danger of catching it. I know that if you can get over it, then you should be good for a little while, but only the Durgar themselves are kind of resistant to it, though they get it too sometimes. Yes, Nakul.
I have a question. Nakul is immune to diseases. So
Oh,
he's just
you're immune to
this,
this.
right?
Yeah, you're completely immune to this. That's you're just like, I feel great.
This
Never
is-
been better.
Okay, let's see.
Paladin Himbo's already done 1,000 push-ups before everybody.
Yeah,
woke
no,
up.
he's just awake doing push-ups.
You know,
Good morning.
Yeah,
Kothar's gonna like
Kothar, any effect that cures disease will, and you know this, will work.
okay. Kothar's gonna walk up to Nicole and kind of like poke him while he's doing something like gently. Say, Nicole,
Mhm.
can you help
Yes.
me? Can you help me cure the rest of the party? I don't have enough resources to do so.
I can do maybe 2 or 3.
I think that will be enough.
Fair enough. Okay. He's gonna look around and he sees. Is it the 3 slaves that they saved? Or 3 of the slaves that they saved?
2 out of 3, I think, failed.
Okay. He's gonna walk up to the 2 and sort of very carefully hold still. Not going to hurt. I just need to touch your shoulder.
Okay. The female, the last remaining female, since her sister's gone.
He's gonna sort of take pity, but he's gonna very gently put his hands on both of them and use 10 points of lay on hands to remove the disease from both of them.
I forgot that lay on hands also removes diseases.
Yep.
Holy shit.
And then while he's doing that, Kothar is going to go up to Sereth and cure him as well.
And then he's gonna look at Ron, who's probably coughing up a storm. as
Yeah,
well.
he's just like, Nuff.
Ron.
Ron. Coughing.
Come here.
Okay.
Give me your hand. Okay, he's gonna high five him. Use lay on hands.
Oh. 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 Ron's better. And then he just...
Would-
All right. Topsy and Shushar are the only ones who have not been cured.
I can address that tomorrow if you
I-
two are going to be fine.
Topsy, like,
It's fine. I guess I'll survive. I've just survived worse diseases.
I would feel like if Hemlock is able to help them at all, she probably
Actually,
would
no.
help one of them.
let me look at Hemlock's spells.
Do they have lesser restoration?
I don't know. I shall find out.
Hemlock would never let Topsy or Turvy have
Yeah.
black lung.
They have detect disease, so I guess.
Oh yes, you have a disease.
They do not have lesser restoration.
I don't think Goodberry does anything.
No.
Other than make them full. Yeah.
Nope, they do not have anything to fix this. Yeah, I don't think Hemlock is immune to this at all. It's not their realm of expertise. All right, so Topsy and then Shushar are just snot everywhere and like,
We'll stay here.
little Turvy, who barely speaks, takes his sister by the hand and puts her in bed and like puts the little blanket up and puts a little cloth on his sister's head and just takes her hand and all right.
Before I ask Sarah something really quick.
Yes.
Sarah?
Yeah.
She kind of gestures over to Topsy and Turvy.
What happens if no fix?
Oh. If it keeps getting worse, they'll either get over it. I mean, the worst case scenario, they could die, but usually only the very, very weak will die.
How long take fix better?
I will tell you. Mm. Let's see. So, I guess out of character so you guys understand how this works. I'm trying to see if every time you go to sleep you get to make a save against it or if it stays there until cured. It just says if the creature's exhaustion drops below 1, it no longer becomes sick and it's immune for the next week. So it looks like they'll be... everyone who's infected will keep their level of exhaustion, but every day that they stay there, they make that check again. And if they fail it, they get another level of exhaustion.
Okay.
So they do need to be cured, but they can... Like, them getting 6 levels of exhaustion would be not likely anytime soon.
Laura's gonna go over and put her magic blanket on top of them.
Little Turvy.
Ugh. It smells like Farah's.
Now good.
I mean, I guess if you like the smell of paint.
Yes.
Oh,
Quite
okay.
like.
I'm gonna sleep in this then. Good night. I'm tired.
And we'll see what happens wrapped up in that magic blanket next day. Magical blanket. Kothar, are you ready to go on your little...
Oh, I'm ready.
Are you going to go alone or are you going to go with friends?
I'm not going alone. Kothar's terrified of the city.
Who wants to go to the bazaar with Kothar?
Aslan would be okay to go.
Okay. Nicole's obviously going.
Well, I
Lucius
think
will go.
it'd probably be good to have someone escort them, as in
Yeah.
the
If
slave type things.
if not reached out to or bothered by anybody, J. Mitch is going to be in his room continually reading.
All right. I might give you some interesting tidbits that will be helpful since you're doing some research. All right. Kothar, you, Nicole, and Yaslin, how are you doing this? Are you just going to like wear some cloaks and go out? Because this area is open to non-Durgar. As long as you stay inconspicuous, you shouldn't get attention. Or are you going to do the whole like ruse for extra
We're going
safety?
cloaks. But is Lucius coming with us? Because I don't think any of us speak Dwarvish.
Lucius is coming.
Yaslin does.
Oh,
Oh, you?
Yaslin does. Okay.
Well, then
Nakul
Lucius
will
will stay
actually
back in the room.
Nakul will
Lucius is
actually
staying in
poke
the-
his head and
Hold on.
he's
Go ahead.
start over.
Nicole, what?
Nakul will poke his head into J. Mitch's room and say, I believe most of us are going to the bazaar. Did you want to come with?
I don't want anything to do with this city.
Is there anything you need?
Not from them.
Understood.
Did you guys
He's-
keep armor, like, when you were looting all those armors? Did you keep any of that? The ones that you decided not to wear?
You mean
Yes.
from the Dragor ages ago?
So J. Mitch would be able to find armor in your...
So Jameis should have the ability to take the studded leather armor that I had on me.
Is that Duragar armor? Because J. Mitch will not wear it.
Depends on where Lucius got it from.
Yeah, it might have been drow armor as well, but there's probably a pile for you to pick from.
Yeah. J. Mitch for now will just be unarmored. He'll
Okay.
just wear clothes.
Okay.
Yaslin will put on something that makes it look like a priestess of Lolth, so that underneath the cloak in case they get questioned and they have to talk out of it or something like that.
I'm trying to think if you would have you guys looted any, like,
We-
robes?
We have.
Okay, so you do have Lolth. Oh,
We-
that's right. You took them.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We made sure to do that.
you dress like a Lolth drow, like a Menzoberranzian drow. Sereth will come with you as, like, your escort to kind of sell it a little bit.
But it's going to be under a cloak, so it's
yeah.
just if we need to.
But
so-
it's normal for a priestess of Lolth to be escorted by a warrior. Lucius, you said you were gonna stay in the room. Were you just joking or are you coming?
I am staying in the room.
Okay.
I
Or is
feel like
also staying behind.
we
Okay.
shouldn't leave all our stuff unattended.
Okay. Topsy and Turvy are gonna stay. Shushar is pretty sick too. Darendelle wants to go, but yeah, he'll go. Darendelle will go. Quaggoths are pretty normal to be seen in places like this. In fact, there's a lot of Quaggoth slaves here. Yeah, so you guys all head to the bazaar. And as you're going, you see it's pretty big. It's a very, very wide plaza. Tons of people. You hear lots of hustle and bustle. But everyone is just kind of sour attitude, as is expected of the Durgar. As you start kind of poking around the stalls and checking things out, you start to notice there's something kind of weird about the merchants. They're acting in ways that you don't really expect them to. But Kothar, you find a little stall that has all kinds of metalwork accessories that you're welcome to approach.
Kothar's a little scared, so he's gonna kind of like stay back a little bit, but he's gonna start looking for what he's looking for. Does he find them?
Yeah, you see like a bunch of objects kind of laid out. They kind of look like what you might be looking for, but you feel like you might not need to talk to the storekeep. And you see like a Durgar just kind of sitting there watching you, looking at the things. And he's looking at you. And then he just kind of smiles really big at you.
Oh, is it like a friendly smile?
It looks like someone who doesn't know what a smile looks like is trying to smile friendly.
Kothar kind of like smiles in return under his hood. Not really like looking up, but kind of like flashing his.
In Dwarvish, he's gonna say, "You like what you see? I'll sell for 300 gold."
Kothar, like, his eyes kind of go wide and his hand like shoots back to Yaslin and like kind of like shakes her.
Yasmin wasn't paying attention. She was looking at something else at the time.
310 gold for the beautiful jewelry.
Saying 310 gold for the jewelry.
That's not right. It should be. Are there like any signs with like prices listed anywhere?
Yeah, you see, you look and you see the little rings that you're looking for with a little figure written on it. It is Dwarvish script, and it says 50 gold.
Kothar is gonna point to that sign and ask Yaslin, "What does that say?"
That says 50 gold.
Yes,
Kothar kinda, like,
indeed.
pouts.
75 gold for the rings. Is that what you want?
He's now saying 75 gold for the rings.
I said no such thing. I said 80. What is wrong with you? Don't you know
He's not
haggling
saying
is not
80.
looking for... Now you're putting words in my mouth.
I'm only translating for you.
500 gold for the two. Take it or leave it.
Okay, Yaslin goes to walk away.
You're walking away from a steal. I only said 50 gold each. What is wrong with you?
Kothar's just gonna like walk forward
Fucking
and
foreigners.
like offer 100 gold and like reach to take 2 of the things.
They accept the gold and start kind of looking through. And it's you gave them 100 and they go, "Why is there only 5 gold here? I don't understand." But they're like really distracted and you take the rings and you're able to kind of scuttle away.
Kothar's like
Yaslin-
running after Yaslin.
Yaslin was just trying to do the, walk away type thing where they get afraid. It's a sales move.
Leave me alone. I don't know Dwarvish.
Why are they changing the prices as
So-
we're talking?
Yeah, the merchant was trying to change the price all the time. He seemed very, very weird.
Yaslin, you see a stall catch your eye that has some long spider silk robes with a lot of moon adornments on it and details, and it just looks kind of nice, and you feel inclined to just kind of look.
Yeah. These look nice.
"Oh yes, these are very nice. Made them myself," the stall person says.
They look. What's the? What is the symbology of the moon for?
A lot of the travelers who have seen the overworld have described the great orb in the sky to me, and it seemed very pretty. And as he's talking and explaining, he goes invisible, just vanishes. But you still hear him talking as if nothing happened. "So I've always wanted to go and see the great orb in the sky for myself, but for now, I just craft it into my cloth."
Ready to go.
And how? Yaslin's just trying to make it seem like she's not not noticing anything, but not, but she does notice, like just acting normal. So how much?
He starts showing you some of these silks and offering prices. You see the silk lift up from an invisible hand, and then he appears again, as if nothing happened, and is showing. And you actually kind of think it's a little strange because you know Durgar usually don't design their stuff,
Yeah, that's what.
and he seems
that's what
very
she was saying.
proud of his designs, which is weird. It's very. In fact, Sereth is sitting there like, what? But yeah, the cost of it's actually pretty cheap, negligible even, if you wanted to buy it. But you just find it like just kind of he just keeps disappearing and reappearing. As you
Yeah,
know, Durgar
Yasmin,
have the innate ability to disappear.
Yasmin will buy some if only to see what's happening, like study it a bit because they don't usually put that sort of stuff into their craft.
All right, you get it. And again, Kothar, Nakul, Yaslin, you as you're doing your shopping, you're just noticing everyone seems a little mad.
As in crazy.
Yes. Not angry. Mad. It's
What are
very
some
strange.
other like symptoms of this that we're seeing?
You see one merchant just verbally abusing a buyer, insulting them, and then sending them away. But in a moment, someone approaches them to sell them something, and they suddenly go, "Oh, nice to meet you. It is very kind. Can I offer you a refreshment?" And they just suddenly get really, really polite, just like this two-faced, like weird. One Durgar merchant keeps having a conversation with nobody. You see the changing prices is all over the place. You see someone who is selling hotcakes, offering a completely different price to each customer, and when called out, he kind of gaslights the customers and says, "What are you talking about? It's always been this price."
Can we do some sort of roll to see what's happening? I don't know what it'd be like. Maybe Arcana or in
What? Tell me what you're trying to.
investigation.
That's you got to tell me what are you trying to discern. If it's very very generic, I would say insight. But if you are looking for something specific,
Just yeah, trying to figure out what's happening. Like, would that be insight
it's not.
or
I don't think it
perception?
would even be a roll. What I just described
Okay,
to you is really just that's what you're presented with.
okay. I just want to check.
Are there other people, other like not stall owners, but like other shoppers who seem surprised at what's going on, or is everyone just kind of business as normal?
There's a variety. Some of them feel a little weird, but some of them are acting like business is normal.
Okay, Kothar's gonna kind of like scan around and see if there's any like anything suspicious, like a suspicious figure or an object that looks out of place or something
Go ahead.
not quite right.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
Oh, it's my investigation's fantastic.
And Yaslin, go ahead and roll a
Oh.
history.
It is. It really is.
What did we get? What did we get?
He got a nat 20.
Holy shit!
Kothar the investigator.
You start looking around, and as you look around, you notice there's like a terracotta kind of walls blocking off, this plaza in some places. And as you're investigating, trying to see what the source of this madness is, you actually notice a very, very thin cutout line of a door right in the wall. And it looks like it's supposed to be secret. It was kind of like behind a barrel. And as your eyes fall on it, and you're just kind of like, huh. Suddenly it cracks open a little bit. And out steps a Durgar stone guard. I have a thing to read.
Hmm.
but I have to find it. All right, this Durgar cracks open the door, and he looks right at you, Kothar.
Kothar immediately averts his eyes.
Well, he says as he removes his helmet, revealing the gray skin of his kind. He musses his white beard as he walks closer, and he switches to common. Runaway slaves, I see.
Yaslin is there, but she has no idea what he said because she doesn't speak common.
Kothar's just gonna like cock his head and look confused.
Nipple's going to grab Kothar's hand, just like discreetly under the cloak.
Kothar like locks fingers.
He regards you. I ought to throw you in the slave pens. It's more than you deserve. In fact, and his eyes start darting around, and as you follow his eyes, you notice that there are several stone guards that you never noticed before. It's almost like they just appeared, and they're all watching you. I ought to just send you to the slave pens, but I find you kind of amusing. I wonder, what is your life worth? And he starts looking, kind of eyeing you guys up and down. And Nakul, you notice his eyes are drawn to where your staff is.
Which stuff?
What staff? Oh, God, I didn't even...
Okay, so I cast inflict wound. No, I'm kidding.
Not that staff, okay?
He's been using it as a walking staff, so it's like in his hand up front.
Yeah. Not his shaft, his staff. Holy shit.
I'm sorry. Not sorry.
Kothar would think that.
Sorry, continue.
Continue. Yeah, so you notice he's actually kind of like licking his lips and looking at your guys' weapons.
If you're not going to throw us into the slave pens, do you need something from us? We're not here to cause any trouble.
Of course you're not. No trouble. That would be really bad for you. I suppose if you had a nice little exotic weapon, I have quite a collection. And he's just looking greedily at your stuff. I could turn the other eye.
Yaslin reaches over and says, "What's he saying?"
He's gonna respond in Elvish and translate for her.
Oh.
He seems to want our weapons or just mine?
Make an insight check, anyone who wants to.
Well, Yaslin's getting it secondhand, so I don't think she would.
Nakul, and Kothar, you get the vibe that just the way he said exotic weapons, that any kind of interesting, not run-of-the-mill magic weapon, exotic weapon might be a maybe you could bribe him to leave you alone.
Do you have anything?
No.
Too bad you got rid of that, like, demonic green flame blade maze.
It was scary, okay?
I made that just for
Didn't
you.
did someone have a wand that could change things into slime that works differently now?
Kothar,
I've identified that too. Like, we know that that's not a good thing to give to people.
yeah.
Also, I think we probably wouldn't have taken that with us.
Oh, you didn't take it with you?
We did. I
Oh,
thought we did.
did we?
I thought.
No, no, no,
I
no, no.
thought
I
you
meant
said
like
that I had
out
it.
to the bazaar. It's
Oh,
with
yeah,
us, but
no.
it's
Oh.
not with us on our person at the moment.
You do recall that you do have lots of gear that is not being used
That's true.
back at your hotel.
We might, if you let us go get some. We have a few weapons that might suit your fancy. I mean, unless you want this one, and he's gonna point at the scimitar at his waist. It's not really something that you would find down
He kind of
here.
waves it away. That's. What kind of weapons do you have? You said you could go get some. Do you have anything magical?
I'm not the bookkeeper.
You can
We
tell he's starting to
might-
get a little impatient. And he
we will
starts-
go check.
He leans in. If you have anything, I have a man in the docks. Leave it with him and I'll go check after my shift. If it's not there, I'll have y'all thrown in Dark Lake Hold. If
Does it have to be a weapon?
what would you offer otherwise?
I know we also have. Just like, is it general equipment that he's looking for, or is it just like specifically a weapon? Because we have armors and other stuff too.
We'll make an offer with a charisma or a persuasion check.
Okay.
But you have to declare what it is you're offering specifically.
Kothar
Wasn't there
just kind
some
of.
like blazing chainmail or something like that we had at one point? Do
The
we still have
smoldering
that somewhere?
chain.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a magical chainmail. Would that suffice?
Now make a persuasion.
$18.
He kind of narrows his eyes and magic, you say?
Magic?
Kind of prefer them to be sharp and pointy, but I suppose leave it with Wares. Wares, Salt Baron. Tell him I sent you, and if I don't find anything there, we've been watching you, but don't tell anybody.
Who are you? You said tell them that you sent us.
Can
but
I?
Who?
My name.
I haven't been able to understand it, what they've been saying, but can I do like a check on this guy to see what's out of place? What would that be? Whatever role would that be?
Any time you're trying to discern somebody's intentions, that would be insight.
Well, I'm not trying to determine their intentions because I don't know what they're talking about.
Then I don't
It'd be
think
more
you
so checking to see if they're out of place, like because they're talking common, whereas most of the others don't.
I
And-
think it tells me to switch to common just for ease of quest givers. All the quest givers speak common.
Okay.
Nakul will be translating this anyway, so you do kind of get the gist of what's going on.
Okay, and I do insight then.
And what are you trying to glean specifically? If he's being honest, if he really like
Whether he might have a connection to like all the craziness that's going around since he
Okay.
apparently came out of that door.
Okay, go ahead and roll insight. He seems very corrupt, like a shady, corrupt person who is like a corrupt cop. Even corrupt for like, because Durgar are very, very lawful. Thieves are executed on the spot. If you're caught stealing, they will run you through right there on the street and clean you up and drag you away. That's how like lawful Durgar are. This feels like a very corrupt, like a corrupt cop, and it's like weird. It's almost like insane.
Nakul knows nothing about the Durgar, so he's just
Yaslin would know that they are
Yep.
very lawful.
Yaslin would tell Nakula, like, this doesn't seem right at all. Like, they're usually very law abiding, so it's very out of place for them.
They're not throwing us into the slave pens, and I'm okay with that. But
I'm just saying there could be other ways to get out of this. If we need to. Like, we can go along with it, but if things turn bad, we need to have, like, a backup plan. Because we don't know
Understood.
how much we can trust them.
He notices the other stone guard still kind of watching, and he takes a step back, and then he loudly says, in Dwarvish, don't cause any trouble, and we'll keep our eye on you, foreigners. And then he, like almost performatively. And then he lowers his voice again and says, where's Saltburn? The docks. If I don't find it there at the end of my shift. I've been watching you. I know where you're staying.
one question.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying this. He's talking to the stone guard. One question. Why is everyone crazy here? Why are they disappearing and changing prices and
What do you mean? Crazy?
You-
You dare
They're just
call
kind
us
of like
crazy?
squeezes Nicole's hand and doesn't stop.
It is so like Outlanders to call us crazy. Maybe you're crazy. Ever think of that? And just-
sorry. This is business as usual then.
I don't know what you mean, but I'm getting out of here before they see us talking and me muddling up my time with outsiders like you. Don't be late. And then he just hurries off.
It might be that he's part of the insanity.
That would be the case.
That's what's scary.
They said that they're watching us. They know we're staying.
We should probably go do this right now. I don't know how much time we have.
At the end of his shift.
You actually
Where-
are not sure
whatever
what
that
that means. You just
like,
know he's
I'm-
going to go check.
Yeah, so Nicole's gonna be like, he said that. Does anyone know when his shift ends?
Let's just go now, please.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go.
They start.
So you're going to have to head back to the bloodbath and beyond, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't we have left
Very
that on the
carefully.
boat?
No, you brought everything on your steeders.
Okay, because I couldn't find it on there. That's all.
Oh, because I haven't dragged anything out.
Okay, good.
I didn't have time to make a hotel for y'all.
Fair.
So we're
I was just trying to
going
find what
very-
we had to trade. Like, that's all.
Oh, I can drag your stuff over. Let's see. Player extras. I'm going to put it here on the splash page.
Wow,
There you go.
it's very organized. Okay.
Yeah. Don't break them.
Yeah, Aslan.
Thought I did, but I
Aw.
didn't. It was just a mistake in what it looked like.
So this is what you
Right.
guys can be using to like move your stuff in and out of your inventories. This is like what your steeders carry.
We should probably go back quickly, but not get in anyone's way.
I'm having trouble finding the smoldering chainmail.
You guys might not have actually claimed it out of the long lost loot. We're gonna just say narrative. I'm not gonna type it up. Screw that.
Yep.
You're taking the
Okay.
smoldering chainmail.
Yep.
That's fine.
So you are making your way back to the bloodbath and beyond, and as you're looking around, you're back at it's in the docks area. You see that there are Durgar here, but there's also Darrow here, who are just scuttling around. They're very poorly regarded by everyone else, even lower than slaves, probably. There's a lot of drow here. There's quaggoths here, and you see the occasional lumbering stone giant. just calmly walking through the crowd. Everyone seems to treat it very normally. Um, you get the sense that they're probably a type of denizen that lives here. Though they are much fewer in number than everything else.
Nakul, as they're walking back quickly, he's gonna keep an eye out to see if he can spot any of the stone guards that might or might not have been keeping an eye on them.
Make an investigation.
Mm.
Make an investigation.
Make an investigation.
Investigation is bad. Oh no, it's not. It's 16.
Have you guys ever seen the show Norseman?
No.
Oh.
Okay,
No.
I'm channeling that. It's a comedy. It's a Viking comedy. They talk like this all the time.
Okay.
Why do you worry about it? Sorry. Anyways, with that investigate, so you start looking around for the Durgar. They seem to be kind of like, you don't see them, but as you're quickly looking around, you do notice one who's like trailing you guys quite a ways away, but like within range, like they're keeping an eye on you, and you see him just kind of watch you and then vanish.
Bull's gonna very carefully take his glasses off and try and spot any more because he's farsighted. But
Make a
he's
history
also
check real
walking.
quick.
Oh boy, all of these intelligence-based things.
I love my himbo with glasses.
Wow.
Oh wow,
Wow.
16 again.
You remember in that altercation you had with Durgar a month ago, where you met Jamitch, that Durgar seemed to have the ability, the racial trait, to just turn invisible at will. So it's not that you're like seeing things or not able to spot them. It's they're invisible. And you
He's
know
gonna
that every
realize
Durgar
that.
can do this.
Yeah. Nicole's gonna realize this, and then he's just gonna very carefully put his glasses back on. I might be an idiot, but I can remember things. We should just go.
What did you remember? What's wrong?
Nothing. They just... I can't see them because they're invisible. I don't know how many there are. I saw one.
Okay, let's hurry.
You
Kothar like lets out a little nervous laugh as he's like looking around.
You realize that's probably why there's no crime in this city. Because you never know who's watching.
I hate this city. He whispers to himself.
As you make it back to the Bloodbath and Beyond, Lucius, Cora, and Jamitch, it's probably been about an hour. What are you guys doing?
Cora has she's looking for Jamitch.
Jamage isn't hard to find. You should know where his room is, and he's sitting on the stone bed, reading a book.
In your book, by the way, you reach a little part that is talking about this city.
Mm-hmm.
And you read a little passage that lets you know that there is a stone giant clan that lives in this city called Clan Cairngorm, and that they serve the Deep King. You know this city is an absolute monarchy. It has a Deep King. And you know that there's some giants that live here who worship a god called Scarea Stonebones. So you just find that kind of interesting that stone giants live here as citizens.
Good to know.
Cora's gonna peek her head in through the door of his room.
What doing?
I'm reading.
Oh. Cora's gonna take the pillow off his bed and put it down on the ground and sit in front of him, crisscross applesauce, and say,
Jamitch, read to Cora story time.
If it's all the same, I prefer to read to myself.
Oh. Jamitch, mad at Cora?
J-Mitch is not mad at Cora. J-Mitch is just mad.
Is
Why
Cora
not?
still dressed up like a? Is Cora still dressed up like a Durgar?
Dang, yeah, she is.
You wouldn't understand.
Claire's smart. Jamit's try.
Yeah, she's smart, J-Mitch.
Just kind of like walks by the room.
Lumi.
Okay. I close my book and I look at Cora and I say, imagine you left your home behind in search for a family member. And when you come across that family member, they're no longer alive. And the very people that were responsible for the death of that family member, you now have to live in the same city as, and you feel like they're constantly infesting it and crawling over every inch of it, and you can't get away. How would you feel?
Kind of pauses. Mad.
J-Mitch feels mad. And I go back to my book.
Cora's gonna go and find Lucius. She's gonna like pitter patter away.
Lucius?
Yes, Cora. I'll help you.
Jamich, mad. Cora want fix.
Back in our village, when someone was upset, we would get them a present, a gift, to cheer them up.
Cora's gonna reach into her pocket, and she's gonna take out a pearl, which Jamich has borrowed like a million times.
Okay, yes.
And she kind of buffs it up, and she goes back. But she sort of like gets down. She's trying to be stealth. She gets down close to the ground at the front, or at the. She gets down close to the ground.
Closed again. You'll notice.
She's gonna. Like, you know, when cats, when you go to the bathroom and they stick their paws underneath. Cora's gonna do that. You just hear like batting noises like underneath your door.
Your hand just like boop, boop.
Yeah.
Like with the pearl or just in general?
It's just gonna be her hands.
Cora, I don't know if you picked up on the social cue, but I want to be left alone.
Cora fix.
Fix what?
Fix Jamich mad.
The door opens and J-Mitch is still laying on his bed.
She gets down flat on the ground and she kind of like rolls the pearl towards him.
I don't have time to identify stuff right now.
No gift? Lucius said fix.
You know, she's not going to let this go until you are happier.
I cast an invisible mage hand and pick up the pearl from the ground and levitate it over towards myself. And go, you're giving me the same pearl that I borrow from you every time I need to identify something.
Yes.
And you think this somehow tides over the fact that I'm surrounded by dark dwarves who could be responsible for killing my brother.
She has to think again. She's like, I'm only going on the information that Lucius just gave me.
What if we helped you find said killers?
You
Bring
mean
them
the
to
ones
justice.
that were already dead?
Oh,
You do have their dog tag insignias that identify their clan.
Like families.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Cora forgot. Have this. And she pulls out like all the dog tags that she had.
Mhm. You'll feel the mage hand try and grab them from your hand as well.
She's gonna let them go to you, to the mage.
What do they have, like any special insignias?
Yeah,
or,
they're like
crests?
little. They're just like little insignias that have clan names on them.
These bad. Cora kill, Cora take.
Hmm. Hmm. I don't want to kill. I don't want revenge. I don't want to see the names of these people. And I throw the dog tags out the door. I just want to be left alone. And I throw the pearl with it, with the mage hand. And I push Cora out the door with the mage hand, and then I close the door with the mage hand.
Cora's very hurt. Like her eyes are starting to like well up. She's trying not to take it personally, but it's very hard because he rejected her gifts, which is her love language. So she's gonna pick them up off of the ground, and she's gonna take the pearl off of the ground, and she's gonna go over to Lucius.
Oh, poor Cora. There, come.
And like Lucius is gonna try and like hug and like
She's
calm
gonna
her down a
go.
little
She's
bit.
gonna go nuzzle into Lucius.
You feel a presence behind you, and you see Ront standing there with fury in his eyes. He didn't see the interaction, but he sees you're upset, and he's popping his knuckles. He goes, "Who Ront have to kill?"
I could see that happening.
No kill, Ront. Misunderstanding. J. Mitch just needs some time alone.
Dwarf. There, Cora.
I like to think she's now just like in a sandwich hug between like.
He's patting you, and he's like, "Dwarf, dumb. Cora,
You tried.
smart."
That's the important part.
She also just looks genuinely confused because she's like, I don't understand how this wouldn't make anyone feel better. Like,
That's your favorite thing.
doesn't really
Give
add
them
up.
multiple
here.
shiny objects.
Yeah.
I don't.
There's so many shiny objects.
Literally.
Oh, goodness. As this is happening, this is about the time that our shopping party arrives back at the Bloodbath and beyond. And you guys are feeling a little nervous. You're feeling on edge. You realize that you're being followed by a bunch of invisible city guards. And you are basically threatened, and you have to fulfill a bribe before his shift ends, and you don't know when that is, and you don't want to go to jail.
Starts just laughing nervously the entire time as he's walking.
Yaslin will be trying to like feel around to see if there's any invisible people. Nervously.
Just Sereth is like, "You look like an idiot. What are you doing?" They're not gonna be.
I'm nervous. They're in here as well, or they're gonna follow us.
They probably are watching us, but they're not gonna do anything outright. They're just making sure we don't do anything. May as well go get rid of that stupid chainmail.
That'll hopefully. All right.
You guys suddenly hear like so the whole time you hear this rhythmic hammering. It's like all like do do do. It's almost like little music, right? It's just hammering everywhere.
indeed.
You hear something kind of off in the distance, really loud, but far away that kind of clashes with the rhythm. But then it just kind of
Oh my god, polyrhythm.
Could we identify maybe what that was, just like
yeah.
briefly?
Perception, please.
Othar is way too concerned with looking for the chainmail.
As you're
18.
listening, you actually so everyone else the sound just kind of blends in with the with everything else, but Nicole, it sticks out to you. And it seems to be getting closer. Just a loud just kidding. Just crashing, just some yells, and it's fast approaching your location.
This is the Bloodbath and Beyond that it's
Yes.
happening
Towards, yeah, in your general direction.
Do I have a window in my room?
Are you trying to look out the window?
Yeah.
I'll
trying
say
to see what's
I'll
going
say you can peek out. It's like a little slit like in the terracotta wall, and you can like kind of look out and you see the docks, the harbor kind of out there.
But
Is
that in the direction of where that noise is
Yeah,
coming
I'll
from?
say as you're looking,
Mm-hmm.
you're kind of like trying to get a view. You start
Mhm.
seeing several citizens start running. Like people dropping shit. And you start to try to like angle yourself in a way so you can see what they're running from.
Okay.
Suddenly you see the body of a stone guard being thrown, fly through the air and smash into a stall and barrels, everything. It just splinters exploding everywhere. You hear his back break.
Oh
And
my god, guys.
everyone
Friend.
screams. And you see a gate door fly across, and you hear a "Ah!" but you can't quite see.
J-Mitch just immediately closes his book, grabs his things, like grabs his shawl, like throws it on, and runs out the door, says, "It's time to go! It's time to go! Let's go! Come on! We gotta run! It's great! Things are happening! Holy shit!"
I'm
J-Mitch,
comforting someone
as
here.
you are walking out, you see there's a wall around your little courtyard, but it's maybe like 10 feet tall, and you see kind of a silhouette. It's so smoggy, so you can't quite see it, and you see approaching, just rampaging forward, a giant two-headed figure. A lot like a figure you are very familiar with.
Oh,
Wait, out in the
fun.
ocean or out in the...
It is in the plaza right next to the Bloodbath and Beyond, and it's screaming. You just see the silhouette, the two heads, and it just flailing its arms. It's huge. It's like 20 feet tall.
Like, how huge?
Like
Mitch is all interested again.
Were they like... did they like say anything about me?
Make a perception real quick.
Oh my god, tell me everything.
Your immediate reaction should be terror, but horniness is fine, I guess.
He did throw us a juice to
Very
Big
close
last
in the
time.
brain for J-Mitch.
As as it comes closer, you actually realize that the rampaging creature ahead of you is a stone giant with a second head grown out of its neck, and it's screaming. With that perception, you realize it is enraged, but it also looks terrified and scared, and it's violently just flailing around. And you hear screams, and you hear Durgar guards, stone guards, and other militia hustling, running over to engage, to try to take this stone giant out.
Okay. How big is said stone giant?
It's a huge creature, but let me Google how tall stone
Okay.
giants are. "24 feet tall."
Would I know if or if not hold person would work on stone giant
Let
Man.
me look.
or woman
I don't know.
or both?
Hold person is a humanoid, right?
Yes, it's a humanoid.
Um, I mean, you wouldn't know.
Okay, I just don't know.
I don't
Fair enough.
know, but you wouldn't know.
Okay. I do not speak giant.
Before we continue, I would like us all to take a quick break, get some water. I'm going to do a scene switch, stretch your legs, get a snack, do some like neck rolls.
Oh yeah, don't get a headache this time.
This
Yeah.
morning, I was like doing my whole ritual was like anti-headache ritual.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Stretch,
The
range of
stretching,
motion,
drank
drink some
water. I
water.
took
Let's
a
go.
nap. I started to
We
take a nap.
stand we stand a self-care queen.
I needed to. No, I was feeling a little headachy, and so I was like, I felt guilty about taking a nap, but I was like, because I have work to do, I was like, no, it is my job to not be headachy today. So
Take 2 naps yesterday just to get through yesterday, which I did nothing. I'm that bad on energy at the moment. So
I feel ya. All right, everybody, I'm gonna play some background music. Let's take a little break. Let me see. All right, guys. I'll be right back, everyone. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, I have snacks. Hold on, I gotta fix this. I have snacks, so I'm gonna eat and set this encounter up while we have a little intermission where we get to get out of our system all the things we want to talk about, all the tangents that we've been so disciplined about not getting into.
Yes.
I'm just struggling not to die from heat at the moment.
Oh yeah? Do you not have a AC?
Yeah, my AC's broken right now.
Oh! That's
That's
awful.
a big yikes.
Yeah, that is a big
that
yikes.
sucks.
Ooh, look at this grilled chicken sandwich.
Ooh, grilled chicken.
Steven got
Hell
it.
yeah.
Mm, mm.
So Jamich has chosen violence today.
Oh, no.
no.
My heart broke
Yeah.
for Cora.
Yeah.
What's up, Spirit? Good to see you. You've been into D&D, dude. So have we.
Like,
Oh, this is so good.
What are you eating?
This is a
a hamburger.
grilled chicken sandwich with bacon and avocado.
Sounds delicious.
Is it from somewhere, or is it just like a frozen thing?
Smash burger.
Oh, Smash Burger's so good.
I've never been. I don't
You
know.
have been to Smash Burger?
No, I've never been.
It's like
I
better.
don't think.
It's more expensive than like a McDonald's or a Burger King. It's like a nicer. It's like a, what do you call that? Casual dining.
Like a nice fast food.
It's
I
not
don't think
really.
Smash Burger is a thing here.
It's
but
like
No, it's not.
Smash burgers like artisan burgers.
Yeah.
Like they have a lot
But-
of different types of burgers.
I would
But
probably
McDonald's
say
and Hungry Jack's are here, which is our version of Burger King.
So I've never heard of Hungry Jacks.
It's basically the same icons and all that sort of stuff for it. So
ATC. Just think Hop Dotties, but like a
Oh,
a mall version of that.
Okay, Hot Daddy's is good.
Or what about like? Do you guys know Five Guys?
Yeah,
It's-
sort
yeah,
of like
it's like
I
Five
guess
Guys.
It's sort of Five
Yeah.
Guys.
Hell yeah.
Okay. We went to Five Guys once a long time ago, and my mother absolutely hated it, so we never went back.
Five Guys is good.
My mom's pescatarian, so it's hard for her to find food to eat at like normally fast food places. So
I have no idea what that means.
she's
Fish.
it's, yeah, it's basically vegetarian, but you can eat seafood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just started opening up a bunch of in-and-outs around Colorado. All the
I
people.
don't understand that.
There's no
The
reason
hype
to go
around it.
In-N-Out.
I'm
There's
not a
no
big
reason to go
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out when you have Whataburger.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd say this is like Whataburger a little bit, maybe.
I-
Look, let's
I
just
would say it's slightly better than
Smash Burger.
Whataburger.
I don't think has a drive-through.
It doesn't. You just.
I've never had a burger that's better than Whataburger. That's like that casual fast food or fast food. Let me preface.
I don't get to eat
Okay.
burgers very often because I swore off fast food years ago. But I make burgers all the time.
I swore off fast food too, but like I've never felt better after
No.
I did. So it's like
yeah,
I'm
it's
fine with
good.
it.
I like. I don't think I could have like a Big Mac.
No,
I think the
I-
psychological damage and the damage to my butthole would just be too intense.
I swore off fast food as well. I totally didn't have a 6-pack of nuggets and Sunday last night at McDonald's.
every like
I need
I
something to
tried.
eat, so
Like every so often, I'll still have fast food, but I definitely suffer for it. But like very rarely, I'm willing to suffer.
it just costs too much here
Oh, really?
most of the time.
Really?
Unless you count Pizza Hut as fast food, Pizza Hut, because that's actually pretty cheap here.
Pizza Hut is cheaper than McDonald's?
In terms of how much I eat per serve and how much it costs for that, yes. Because like a pizza is $15,
Mm-hmm.
but I eat for 4 meals.
Mm.
When I go to Macca's, I spend $20 on one meal. So,
Wow.
but I get a lot. So, I also feel more filled with the pizza, probably because of all the bread.
You know, frozen pizzas at the grocery store are not bad, and they're actually cheaper than Pizza Hut.
There you go.
We have Aldi here. I don't know if you have that in America. And they've got these pizzas that they're called margarita pizza, but they're just cheese pizzas. Is how you'd know them. And you can get a packet of 3 for $6.
There you go.
And it's like nice and cheap.
Yeah, eating out,
And they're
especially
actually
now,
really
is
nice.
expensive.
So, and one of my housemates had too many mushrooms, so she's like, "Oh, do you want some mushrooms?" And, yes.
Hell yeah.
Like if you look at my BRB screen, it's basically mushroom pizza.
I
Like
made
there's two little things
myself
in mushroom pizza.
stuffed mushrooms yesterday or the other week, and they were delicious.
I love stuffed mushrooms.
Yeah,
I'm a huge mushroom
like-
fan in general.
they were,
I
like,
don't think I
really
had
easy to
stuffed
make.
mushrooms. My parents usually just fried them or grilled them, whatever. But just
It's basically
in the
just a mushroom
the
pizza pocket.
thing,
It's
yeah.
amazing.
okay. I don't know. We still have pizza pockets here. I know we have.
Pizza promo.
I know we have Pop Tarts. I was shocked to learn we still had Pop Tarts here, but yeah, we got them still. I was going to buy some last night, and they had gone up from $5 to $6. It's like, nah,
Why did it shock you that you still have them?
because I hadn't heard of anyone having them in yet ages. So it's like, oh, we have Pop Tarts.
Prices of things are really going up, and it's so spooky.
Yeah, I used to buy a liter of milk from it's just a long life liter of milk from a local supermarket, and it was $1, and now it's up to $1.36 or something like that. So like, that's a 36% increase.
That's huge.
Yeah.
It's really
Then I go to Aldi and get 2 liters for just over $2. So
Baby formula is extremely expensive, and they jack those prices up because they know they can.
Mm-hmm.
One of them essential things.
Yeah,
That's why babies
like-
need jobs.
right? I've been trying to get Leo into solid food so I can like start making him like making fruits and vegetables and just mashing it up, because that'd be
Yeah.
so much cheaper. He does not like. He does not like. He makes the funniest
One
face.
of-
You put so he likes to put everything in his mouth, right? He like if I put a little baby food on there and he puts it in his mouth. This is the expression he makes. Yeah, and he's so. I'm gonna film. I'm pretty sure I've caught it on film before, but I'll put it in the chat so you guys can see it. It's
Oh
it's
my god,
funny.
that's so cute.
one of my
That facial
go-tos.
expression was spot on.
Poor dude's
One
already
of-
being exploited for likes.
One of my go-to snacks at the moment are carrots because they're just cheap,
Yeah,
and it's like,
but they're healthy
I-
as fuck.
yeah,
Great.
I would, usually go and get a packet of biscuits like the ones I got here, and I just can't stop eating them. But I get a carrot, I eat one, and it's like, yep, that's it.
I'm good.
So I
I've
got
been
those
instructed
in
not to
Canada.
eat carrots by my chiropractor because it actually it pops my jaw because it's so hard.
What? I mean, you can.
But I
eat,
really
you can
like
eat,
carrots.
you can eat cooked carrots, right?
No, just like as a snack, just like a raw carrot.
I've actually read, but
the
haven't looked
carrot
much into it,
would.
that carrots are better for you cooked because it brings out more of the nutrition or something like that. I don't know how it works.
I mean,
I don't
Makes
eat
the
it for the
nutrients
nutritional
digest.
value. I eat
Yeah.
it because I need to not eat other snacks.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it does make sense that carrots would be better for you when they're cooked because they taste worse, in my opinion.
Really?
And usually things.
It's
I
the
love.
opposite, babe.
Yeah, I love cooked carrot, and actually,
I
it's very
prefer,
interesting.
I prefer raw. I'm saying I prefer
Carrots
raw,
in
so
stew.
they taste
Raw too.
worse.
Oh yeah.
If it's,
I
I don't
prefer
like
raw
it
carrots.
mushy that it's like gummy. It needs to have a little bit of like al dente.
Yeah.
But I do like it cooked.
I like stew carrots. like stewed carrots.
Yeah. But
It depends on when you're cooking them. Like if you get so, like a lot of times in the stews that I've had, you can't even taste the carrot. It's just
Oh.
Yeah.
I like cheese. Cheese is really good.
I actually, what I've been doing is I've got these slices of cheese and I wrap it around the carrot when I eat it because I like cheese and carrot together.
cheese is the
When my
best.
family made oxtail soup, we would have tomatoes, carrots, onions, and potatoes, and then all of that would just be stewed together. Which apparently is like borscht. I didn't know that, but anyway, like the carrots are probably my favorite part of that, other than potatoes.
I love potatoes. It is.
Potatoes are so bad for you. They're so.
They're not bad for you. They just
They're
you know
just.
they have a lot of carbs. They're not bad.
Yeah,
for
they're
you.
just high in carbs, which is not good for my family because we tend to eat a lot of carbs, and then we also have history of like diabetes and stuff, so we have to watch everything.
Do you like sweet potatoes? Yeah.
I hate sweet potatoes.
I don't think I've ever had sweet potatoes.
I ate so
Alright,
many sweet
I like
potatoes when I was
them.
bodybuilding. Oof.
I liked sweet potatoes, and then I had it every day for 2 years.
Yeah.
So I'm
Over it.
done.
I do. So I chop the sweet potatoes, like I small dice them, and then olive oil, salt, and pepper roast in the oven, and they're actually just so tasty for me.
I do understand what you mean about getting put off food. I got put off bacon. I'm not going to say how, but I can't even stand the smell. I'm not going to say how because people are eating.
Yeah, probably because
So-
there's
Indians
bacon.
like to candy the sweet potatoes, serve it to you as a side dish.
Candied sweet potatoes. I actually don't like candied sweet potatoes. I don't like it as a sweet thing. I like it as more savory.
Sweet potatoes in general are just okay.
They're good for you though. They have lots of good vitamins.
Oh yeah.
They're very healthy,
Mm-hmm.
which is why
I just
we
don't
end
really
up
like
eating
their
it every day.
flavor.
I
the
like
pickle
healthy food when it's like vitamin dense. I can just taste it, you know.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't like fast food as much. But it's like, if it's convenient, I'll like grab a meal of it. But if I can make it myself, it's gonna be way better because I can just put my spices in it. And because I'm a fucking chef, I'm a dwarf chef.
That's what J-Mitch would do.
Oh, I thought.
J-Mitch wouldn't stand for this fast food bullshit.
I wonder what all of our characters would think of like fast food. I know
I
as
think
a chef,
All Sarah
Yaslin
eats
would be
is fast
for.
food.
Yaslin would be for it if it's cheap and available to the masses.
J-Mitch would take it as a personal insult if anybody chose fast food over his own food.
Yeah, I'd say like Sereth is used to eating. What do you call those military packaged meals?
Rations.
MREs.
rations.
Yeah, but there's like
MREs?
yeah,
Yeah.
that.
MREs,
Yeah, MREs.
Meals ready to eat.
Yep. So he'd be used to eating that. Ront loves barbecue.
I thought.
yeah.
By the way,
ahead.
I thought that Ront was gonna like stomp into J-Mitch's room. I thought that was. I thought that
Before-
was.
I thought
Before
you were-
Scarlett even said anything,
That
I
was
thought
gonna be a
Rod's
good
gonna be
scene.
going straight into there.
Ront
Like,
has emotions, but Ront's actually not stupid.
Yeah, fair enough.
Y'all are allies.
Mhm.
And I don't know. Maybe I just didn't feel like role playing an argument with you.
Fair enough.
That's also fair.
Fair enough. Because you know I'd win. It's okay.
Probably. I have so many NPCs floating around in my head. It's like pulling one out, ready to go, is so hard for me.
Yeah, no, I get it. Oh man.
I feel like if I ever ran this campaign a second time for a different group, I'd be so much better because I have all the practice and knowledge, but I go
You're
back
like
and watch
your-
those videos and I go, man, I should have done this different or I should have done that different. Holy shit.
You know how people say the oldest child is always the practice child?
Yeah.
We're your practice child.
Children.
I actually, J. Mitch, or Bufflovin, you kind of are my practice child because you and Poof have been in like my very, very first campaigns.
Mm-hmm.
Is this my first time DM? No, it's not. I've been DMing for, when was that game? It was over a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 2 years ago.
I remember when you were like, I don't want to DM. I'm super scared. Like,
I wanted to. I was just afraid.
Yeah.
Also, remember when you were super rigid as a DM? I think you've gotten a lot more flexible.
The more
As the
you know
sessions-
the rules, the easier it is to be flexible. Because I wasn't as flexible because I didn't know how to make certain things work. So I couldn't think of something, I couldn't find that common ground. Like, it's all about players making a bid to the DM and the DM deciding to allow it or not. And finding that common ground, like in a negotiation. And since I am more knowledgeable about the game and I've been practiced with you guys and I've learned from my mistakes, I've learned how to be more flexible. And I've also I still have like, nah, that's not going to work. Not because I don't want to be fun, but because I still think that in a world that has structure and rules, that's when you get to be creative. And if you could just make up whatever you want on the spot and do it, then it just kind of feels weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I liked.
Go-
I was just gonna say, when I was making Yaslin's backstory, reading up on all the stuff on Lystria and all that sort of stuff, it's like I really loved trying to make her backstory into what it would be like for someone to grow up in like that sort of colony and stuff like that.
That was so cool of you to do that. You like really created a character that fits an archetype that exists in this world. And that's freaking dope. What were you going to say, Buff?
I was going to say, I always tell my players that they can do whatever they want, but they have to find a way to justify it. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, when I first created a world that I was going to DM in, it was mostly humans and elves, and I was like, you can be whatever character you want, whatever race you want, but the country is dominated by humans and elves and halflings and dwarves, and you don't see too many of the more exotic races. So if you want to be one of those, perfectly fine. You have to tell me why you're there. And what, like, incorporated into your backstory. It doesn't have to make complete sense. It's just that you have to explain what's going on. And I think that opened up, like, working with that ground rule opened up a lot more creativity, because I was able to do completely wild and outlandish things as a DM, like creating random items that show up for people and then justifying it by saying, oh, there was actually an NPC who was insane that was following you and was dropping them as random, like, gifts that you just never, and then, like, at the end of the campaign he became friends with everybody and then, like, jumped in front of an arrow to save them.
Oh
yeah. So, like, things like that where it's like, at first it seems crazy. Seems like, why are these common items dropping in front of me? Why are these items dropping in front of me? I have no idea what they are. And then it's like, oh, there's a reason. There's a justification. And then that, I think,
took an arrow to the knee.
Yeah, he took an arrow to the knee.
That's what someone said in my chat.
It just adds depth, you know. It adds that extra. It's that extra effort, you know, that makes it extraordinary. Sorry, that was really.
I want to DM, and I didn't realize until the other day that I actually have a small source book for a campaign, I think.
Cool.
Which I got in this.
Yep.
Which I brought it, like,
wait, what? Show it. I didn't see what it was.
That's the essentials kit.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I actually got it at PAX Australia like 2 years ago, and it's got Lost Mines of
Vandelver.
That was the first
The
one
Lost
I've ever
Mines.
run.
Oh
Lost
my
Mines of
gosh.
Vandelver. That is an amazing starting campaign for DMs and players alike. If you want to get into DMing and you want to do an official module, Lost Mines of Vandalar, Lost Mines. Do that one. It's a great
Lost
one.
Mines.
What level
think
does it go to?
5. You can use that to springboard into other campaigns. Some people use it to get into Curse of Strahd or anything that's a little bit more daunting, and they don't want you to start at level 1.
I decided
Yeah,
today
that's-
that I'm gonna run Acquisitions Incorporated.
Really?
Is that a module?
Nice.
Yeah.
I have that book, but I
Hell
haven't
yeah.
read the adventure.
I'm reading it. It sounds fun and easy as a beginner DM. So if
Yeah,
you
I feel
guys
like-
wanna play, let me know.
Hell
It
yeah.
does sound good. It depends on timetable and stuff like that, obviously.
Ever
So,
since we did that ghost busting campaign,
Yeah.
I have so much fun when you're the DM.
It's very chaotic.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I think I know what I want to do with this giant guy that I'm seeing
Oh, I'm supposed to be. I gotta set
in the
up.
game.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no.
Okay, so keep the chitter chatter going. I'm gonna start setting up your encounter real quick.
Mhm.
By the way, Lucius speaks giant,
Yeah.
Good to know.
because I am half giant. Well, kind of.
You are a giant kin
Mhm.
is what they call that. Giant kin. Okay.
Gigantican.
I was actually, Lucius, I was watching some of Mr. Rex's videos on giants, and he had one on furbolgs, and which made me think about, how, gave me an idea. You know how you have your code?
Yes.
It's said in the lore that furbolgs, in one way, shape, or form, carry the code with them at all times in a physical form, whether it's written down, whether it's tattooed on their body, like in some way. Does Lucius have a way that he carries his code, or was it taken from him?
Yes, it was etched into his longbow, so that's why when I lost my mind and started slaughtering the fish people, I was sitting next to the campfire. I was reading my bow as the penance
Oh.
etched in the.
That's so cool. See, that's another great example of someone taking, working within the construct of the established lore and making a very fun and interesting character. But yeah, I was thinking about you when I was watching all this videos on the origins of different giants and how furbolgs are related to giants.
And they were saying, I guess the Fey Wild furbolgs are different in the fact that the Fey Wilds kind of, they took to the Fey Wilds, and Fey Wilds kind of incorporated themselves into how they're perceived versus what a standard furbolg is.
Yeah,
in
so the way
typical-
you look, you've got the red nose and kind of the animalistic features that we know of 5th edition furbolgs have. They have the deer ears and fuzzy, furry, blue skin, pink nose. Those are Fey furbolgs. Non-Fey furbolgs, regular furbolgs, are indistinguishable from humans other than the fact that they're 10 feet tall. They just look like 10 feet tall redheaded men and women.
And you will see those in, I think, 1st and 2nd edition of D&D or something.
Yeah,
like
I
that.
think that's pretty cool. So you are a Fey, though. You're a Fey furbolg.
Hell
I should probably hurry up and create this.
yeah. I'm gonna just say to chat. By the way, thank you guys for sticking with us and being our biggest fans, because that makes our heart happy. Also, shameless plug. I had a bunch of emotes professionally made a couple months ago, and then I stopped streaming forever, except I forgot to upload the emotes. So here they are. It's a natural 1, it's a natural 20, it's a natural 69, and then
Nice.
it's buff. It's me wiggling. I wiggle a lot. It's me just jamming
Wiggle.
out and wiggling. If you feel led by the scriptures of your gods to sub to me for those emotes, you won't get any congratulations, but you will get these cool emotes. So,
Of love and don't wiggle, wiggle. He fall.
yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
I
yeah, all
said
all
that
my
to
ones are.
Dun,
I
dun,
said that to
dun.
Steven. I went up to him last night and said, "My money don't," and then I did a booby thing. I was like, "Jiggle, jiggle, it folds," and he just looked at me because he doesn't follow. He's not on social media. He goes, huh?
He had no idea.
He had no idea. He was just like,
I have no idea, but it's just like that meme that apparently everyone's doing, the elderly over 25, and it's like, what?
Oh yeah, but then you can do the opposite. I'm writing a paper on the infants on TikTok. So if you're under 25,
Okay.
hey,
You
we,
feeling called out? Because I felt called out when I said elderly over 25, and I'm almost 40.
yeah, that was rude. I'm almost done, guys. Another plug. I'm going to be a guest player in a D&D campaign called Dark Dominions. The Dark Dominion. It is being DM'd by Brill from Dumpstat Podcast. We're gonna be my fellow players are all TikTok stars, much bigger than me. There's Maisie Lynn, Hythrol, Coin Trick, and Eldritch Author. And yeah, it's gonna be June 4th is the first game, and I'm actually wearing the wig that I bought for my cosplay, though I'm not wearing the outfit or the makeup look.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I'll be playing an Eladrin, winter elf from the Fae, and her name is Snow, and she is a ranger, a Fae wanderer.
Ooh.
Did you go for the Frost Archer or no? We talked about it briefly. I don't remember.
I totally forgot that existed. I don't think they're gonna let me do a homebrew ranger. But yeah, so that's really freaking cool. It's gonna be done on 5% Chances Twitch. It's being promoted. It's got sponsors. We're getting minis made of our characters and sent to us, and custom dice towers and trays and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, and official art's being made. They're getting a theme song and animation done. It's like a really big old thing. All right.
If I ever get to play in a game where I can play as a homebrew race, I have one planned, but I don't know if I ever will.
Well, we
Depends
do
on the
have
extent.
homebrew coming up for my campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if you'd accept the one that I was thinking of. So,
Poof. When we're about like a week away from that, that's when I'll give you like character stuff. I've just had such a huge bandwidth right now with planning so many things that
Did we already do session 0 for that, or
No.
did I?
No.
Okay, good.
I
Session
just-
0 is
Gosh,
May
did I
11th.
miss it? Okay.
May 11th.
Cool.
Hold on, let me look at my
May
clock.
11th.
Did I say that I was available at that time?
You didn't say anything.
Okay.
Because
May
you're busy.
11th is
Okay.
next Wednesday.
So here's the deal. I am available between 6 Pacific time to 8:30 Pacific time, and that's it.
Okay.
And not because I don't want to, it's because that's when Steven wakes up. So I have to be with my son until then, and then that's when he gets ready to go to work. So it's like I literally cannot not. That is my window.
DM me those
Okay.
time frames so I can.
I'm so sorry
Visualize
that it's that restrictive.
That's all right.
It's going to be like that for the next 6 months because Steven just got put on the graveyard shift, and it's been affecting me and my schedule very, very strongly. It's been making
Did you
things
say
really
6
hard.
Pacific time?
Yes.
PT.
Like the reason I can
Yes.
do this stream is because this is the one day he doesn't work. So,
So it's currently 7:38.
yeah.
So it'd be about an hour before now, and then
I get
2 hours
I
up
get
now.
I basically get 2.5 hours. So, it's
I'm just seeing if I fit into the time frame, and it's
okay.
like, yeah,
We
I do.
will. We will. Anyways, sorry about that. I didn't mean to distract y'all. So, you see a stone giant bust out from the gates, people are fleeing the streets. This stone giant is freaking out, grabbing his head, growing out of his neck, and just panic in the streets. You see several stone guard trying to apprehend it, but he's just whacking them all left and right. And I'm going to pull you all over here. I think I set it up to where you guys can actually drag your own tokens onto the street or onto the map.
So how do we do that?
I had to change permissions. You should just be able to drag it onto the map.
Yeah, you just click and drag go over to your player thing.
Oh, let me put you guys
Like
where
when you
I
click on
want
your
you.
inventory, there's like that player button.
Oh, I'm on the
Just
roof.
click and drag.
Oops.
Oh, you
Well,
just you threw me off the roof.
I'm on
You're
the
the one
roof.
that moved me there.
You moved me off the roof.
I
You
haven't
threw
been.
me
I
off
wasn't
the
even
roof.
touching it.
I moved you off the roof.
We're falling off the roof. Somebody catch us.
Yaslin yeeted me off the roof intentionally.
Excuse me. I was eating shortbread at the time. I didn't even have my hand on the mouse.
So as we're all running out, I'm assuming into the street.
Yeah.
As Nicole's running out into the street, Cothar's gonna like grab his hand and say, "Wait," and he's quickly gonna take out the platinum ring that he bought, and he's just gonna slip it onto his ring finger, and look up at him and like clasp his hands and clasp his hand in his own hand, and he's just gonna say, "Keep it safe, won't you?" And he'll smile.
Just for the record, J. Mitch ran out screaming to everybody what was going on and like told them to fucking move.
Okay, hold on though. This is a pretty important interaction. I would like Nicole to take a sec, and then Nicole can respond.
Okay. I was not expecting this. Nicole is going to. Okay, he's just gonna like interlace their fingers, bring his hand up and kiss it. He says, "Of course."
As Nicole kisses his hand, Kothar is going to quietly and draconic say, "I love you," and he's going to cast a warding bond on the two of them.
All right. The spell wards a willing creature you touch, creates a mystic connection between the target until the spell ends, and the target within 60 feet of you gains a plus. So when you guys are within 60 feet, you get a +1 bonus to
VIP.
Thank you so much, Dag. Appreciate that. You get a +1 bonus to AC and savings throws and have resistance to all damage. Each time it takes damage, you take the same amount of damage. Oh.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay.
I guess it just splits the damage in
It does.
half.
It
and
does
the
not
two
say.
characters.
It doesn't say it splits the damage. It says you. Well, so you get all resistance damage, so you're taking half damage anyway. So
Yeah.
So I
Right.
guess it is splitting the damage in a weird roundabout way.
Yeah.
The spell ends if you drop to 0 hit points and your target becomes separated by more than 60 feet. So you can't be separated by more than 60 feet, or the spell will end. It lasts for an hour. It's one action, 2nd level. Wow, that is a cool spell.
And as he casts it, the rings on their fingers begin to glow a cool platinum light.
Dag, thank you so much for giving Buttspot this sub. That's amazing. I wanted to just interject real quick. My wedding ring is a platinum band.
Oh,
Me and Steven have.
Too.
Yeah, we have matching platinum bands. So.
So you get to insert more of Steven into the hymn.
Yes! Yes! Nicole is now Steven.
does that mean I'm Scarlet?
Yes!
I would have asked that.
Look,
Oh, we
wearing
almost have the
feathers
same
in
hair. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Thank you for the subby wubby. Dead Aussie
you-
gamer.
Are you Kothar now?
She's Lexi Del Sol.
Oh dear.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, I didn't catch that. You were lagging. Can you repeat that?
I'm a bossy bottom.
Can we have the original say this?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
You're too busy
Cora's
being
gonna
bossy.
notice when it started when the ring started glowing. I think that's something that she would notice. But I want to roll insight to see if she understands marriage.
Oh, you absolutely understand marriage.
Okay.
Even though this is was not a wedding proposal, it kind of looked like one.
Yeah, okay.
Or
This
was
is
it?
how she's interpreted it. And so she is going to rush over to you guys and just start like clapping and like celebrating. And she's like trying to get the rest of the party like,
As you're doing this, excited, hyping them up,
yeah.
people are running everywhere. And I'm going to initiate combat.
We're like, Stone Giant, please. We're trying to have a moment.
J-Mitch will actually walk in between Kothar and oh gosh,
Cool.
why am I blanking on the name?
Get rolled for
And
me.
Nakul, and yeah, and past Cora, and just be like ignoring the entire interaction.
Yazin will be happy for them.
Okay, you're in combat now.
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Roll for
I don't know
Lucius.
where I am.
I don't know where Lucius
Love is a battlefield. Okay,
Where's
let's go.
Lucius?
I'm in the middle
He's
of the
not
map.
on
I
the-
don't know where it
You
is.
didn't drag yourself
I'm
on?
I
I
did.
moved myself next to Nicole. 'Cause
I
wasn't sure
mean,
we're doing this.
Lucius. Lucius, you're not on the map.
Oh,
I'm
I
on the
can't
map.
see
I'm not in
anything.
the initiative order.
Where are you on the map? Are you in the group of everybody?
I'm near an inn in the bottom right, I think. Or something.
What? Oh,
Building.
there you are. I'm going to put you where everyone else is. That's why you
Not
weren't in
that far.
combat. Let me put you in combat.
Yay.
Suck. Okay. Let's try to imagine combat music. Or do you guys want? Do you want the classic Utah combat
hell
music?
yeah.
Let's hear
oh
it.
yeah,
Okay.
The classic.
It's a jam, dude.
yeah. Also, I
bass
don't know
lines.
if I'm supposed to be able to see anything.
So yeah, you can see. I don't know why it's like making it like fog of exploration. Let me actually turn that off. I don't think it's necessary. So let's see, lighting. I'm turning off.
Hiding the actual BBBG. Just like,
There we go. Now can you see?
No.
Weird. It's here.
Let me try reloading the game.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Turn it off and on again.
Yep, turn off and on again. I was about to say that.
Now I can't see. I couldn't even see the little bit that I could see now. I think it's because I don't have a light source on me.
It's not. It shouldn't be dark.
Well,
Hold on. I'll fix.
it's. I'm sorry, I
I'll
can't
fix.
see anything.
DM, I don't have light vision. No dark vision.
Can you,
I don't have light vision.
can you see now?
Yes.
Okay. I just turned off exploration and token vision
Okay.
because I feel like you can see this shit. There's no. It's not like we're in a cave.
Wow, my immersion.
What do you
What
mean?
immersion?
Immersion? There's fucking a
Immersion,
fog
that's
effect here. There's some like embers floating around.
I'm in front of a computer, DM. Is this just so not realistic?
Yeah.
where's all the
I feel like-
citizens coughing? Like, fuck.
Okay, you know what? This Durgar is just gonna ignore your bad attitudes. And it's gonna run over here. And it's going to cast Enlarge. Which makes it, how do I make it go bigger? Large! Fuck.
Oh.
How do I make it go big? I wonder if it's an effect. Hold on, let me look at the effect. Enlarge, reduce. No? No, I don't get to decide?
I know on my character sheet when it goes to features or something, there's something in my character sheet that I can, maybe it's biography, but it gives me like, it's like I'm a medium-sized creature and I have a chance to like change it.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah,
Uh,
I just changed it.
Charlotte?
Did nothing.
Okay,
I'm using
why don't-
Foundry.
I
There's
tried.
like a-
You can go in the top right of that sheet wherever it is.
Yeah,
There's a token,
yeah.
and then under appearance,
That's the basic
says-
bitch way to do it. The problem is doing that to every single.
oh, that's gonna be really annoying. Yeah.
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 So.
Rip.
Boom. There.
Big boy.
I just wanted to do it like quickly. But I guess not. Sure. Here we go. You see all of the Durgar rushing up and growing and surrounding this screaming giant. J-Mitch, it is your turn.
You hear Jamich goes, we can do it. We just need to attack it all at once and throw as many men as possible at it. And I will invisible cast my mage hand. I will walk to right here, and I will shove. Where is it? I'll shove this guy to right here.
With your mage hand?
Right. So I should be able to.
Mage hand can carry up to like 5 pounds.
Right, but I have this. I have the telepathic.
Oh, that's
feat.
right. I forgot about that.
Allows me to mess around a little bit with it. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay.
Telekinetic. Yes. There you go. I can, as a bonus action, you can try and telekinetically shove one creature you see within 30 feet of you. When you do so, the target must succeed on a DC saving throw of what's my DC?
Strength?
I believe it's yeah, it's a strength DC, but wouldn't it go against my spell DC?
It doesn't say?
It says DC 8 plus your proficiency bonus. Okay, so 8 plus proficiency. What's my proficiency? 8 plus 2. So it has to succeed on a 10 or more.
It just has to. Okay.
Plus the ability modifier of the score increased by this feat. Never mind. So that's going to be 3 plus wisdom, which is. Okay, so it's.
You didn't take charisma? You took wisdom?
Did I take charisma? I did take charisma. Thank you.
Because you're a bard. Why
So-
would you take wisdom?
Yeah. Why would I? Why would I?
He failed.
The 14 would be
So
the
you just
DC, but he failed. Ha ha ha. Get wrecked, nerd.
He goes, well, he doesn't know what
yeah.
pushed him.
That's the spirit. And
That's the spirit.
I walk back over here, and then the same. Oh. I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery.
Wait, hold on. You cast your mage hand. You cast your.
Never
you
mind.
did your bonus push.
Mage hand is an action.
And
so I
you
cannot
walked,
do
yeah.
anything more. Yeah.
Calm down.
Thank you. I saw it said bonus action, and I was like, "Oh, I could do more."
That's fine. You're very enthusiastic. I love that. This stone guard over here.
I was going to do so much more, but no, chat will never know. All right, that's my turn.
Yes, Lynn, it's your turn.
I'm just gonna. Desmond's just gonna move over to here, behind these two. She's going to turn to actually face it, and just target that and do. Where is it? Magic missile,
Okay.
which for some reason doesn't cast properly.
Who are you casting it at?
The big one. I have it targeted. I thought that showed.
Oh,
The-
I see.
the
Yeah,
giant.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Are the Dwecker hostile?
They are trying to detain.
VIP.
Thank you so much, Poof. The Durgar are trying to detain this crazy boy.
Okay, so I think I got it set up.
I don't know if you just were gonna use this as an opportunity to start collecting some Durgar medals. All right.
And that's Jasmine's turn.
Okay. Let's see. Lucius, it's your turn.
Oh, yes. 'tis my turn. And I was so prepared for this turn. He's going to shout it in giant and be like, "What betroths you, my giant brother?"
As you scream at him in giant, you hear him. His screaming is in giant. And he's screaming, "Help me! Ah! Help me!"
How can we help you?
He's not capable of holding a conversation with you right now. He is, but he's screaming help. And he's clutching at this head, and this head is like, do you remember in Ace Ventura when nature calls and he had to get out of the rhinoceros?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Why?
What a description! Wow.
It's giving birth.
I'm scared now.
Yeah. It's horrible. It's horrible. Javich, you're so sick of seeing two-headed monstrosities.
Or am I?
I would like to hold some rope in my hand. I would like to cast jump on myself.
Okay.
And you're going to see Lucius kind of sprint to about there. And he's going to ready an action to, if the giant gets close enough, he's going to spring over him with a jump and try and wrap him around with the rope.
Okay, so first of all, cast jump so that it takes it out of your slot. I believe jump is a action, so you cannot ready an action.
All right. Okay. So
But
then
you can have jump
I
on
will
you.
just yes.
Rick hold.
And I will. And I can't see. Wait, never mind. I ended my turn.
Okay. This little Durgar, who is actually like a citizen, is gonna kind of run, and you see him like disappear. Because there's too many players on this board. Cora, your turn.
Okay. As a free action, am I able to one-shot the giant?
As a bonus action,
Yeah.
you can certainly try.
Okay. But no, as a free action, am I able to okay, so are they even are the Durgar and are the Stone Guard even really paying that much attention to us, or are they
No.
really focused
They
on
do not notice you at all.
Okay.
We are not perceived.
And so I heard Lucius speaking in a language that to this giant.
Yes.
Cora says to Lucius, "Clara, attack!" She's gesturing to the big giant.
It seems like he is in dire need of help. I do not know how. Perhaps the head growing out of the side of his head is ailing him.
Okay, so she is going to aim specifically for that second head. She's going to try not to inflict damage on
Okay.
the giant. Okay,
Go ahead.
so,
if you see them randomly getting big, it's just because I'm getting ahead of the turn because I want them all to cast enlarge, so don't be alarmed.
Okay. And I guess right now, is there a point that I could move to within range where I would be obscured in darkness? I don't know if you just made it visible for everyone because
There is no real shadow for here at all. This is a lit city, so yeah, you wouldn't be in darkness.
Okie dokie. So in that case, I'm just going to. And my other question, did we have a chance to +2 or whatever it is to my Like, is it automatic, or should I be adding it
Hold
at
on.
this point?
Let me look. Holy shit!
Welcome, Raiders. Grab a drink and get ready to party.
Why does that scare me so bad every time? Rampaged. Once again, thank you so much for this host. You host me so many times, and I've been trying to be able to come and stop by your channel to say hi, and I never catch you when you're online, and I regret that. But thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everybody. I'm Scarlet. I'm in the middle of dungeon mastering a D&D game, an official module called Out of the Abyss that takes place in the Underdark. These are my wonderful, wonderful players who are all talent here on Twitch. You scared the shit out of me, but thank you so much for bringing your friends and family here. He's John Cena of space. John Cena is one of my favorite himbos. Is he a himbo? Sometimes he's nice, sometimes he's kind of douchey. Yeah, did you see that jump? That was genuine fear. Like, I think I tinkled just a tiny bit.
At least you're honest.
I remember once when I was running around randomly in Black Desert Online, and all of a sudden someone subbed, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?"
I don't even
Scared the
remember.
absolute crap out of me.
I don't even remember what I was saying.
We were talking about the
the bracers. I might have made it work. Let me find your character and click to see if it is in your effects. It is in your effects. It's automatic. I'm learning how to do these magical effects because I learned how to program stuff. It's not really programming, but you know what I mean.
Okay. So I'm going to target this boy, and I am going to... hit him with the normal attack. Oh, baby!
How?
And I'm gonna hit him with a second attack. Maybe I should roll damage for that one first.
Yeah, roll damage. If you do it one at a time like that, it's easier for me to input it. That was... I caught that roll too on camera in 4K.
Wait, why didn't it let me...
High resolution.
What the heck?
What?
Oh, let me roll damage for that.
I'll roll it.
Is it because I
Crit.
want to do it? It's my crit.
I'm sorry. Did it give you your... Oh, no. Okay, never mind. 11 damage.
It's 11.
Ow!
And then...
Rah! The head
then-
screams and starts
I'm gonna do-
screaming in abyssal.
Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
For my second attack? Okay.
Yes.
So then roll damage on that.
And it gets an extra d8 because it's the first.
10. Oh. Damage. Dun, 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 dun.
So much fucking damage.
25?
Got it all. Ouch. Your arrows just penetrate into this growth, and it shrieks, and the stone giant grabs himself by the neck, and he just starts like flailing around like crazed. His eyes are gone. It reminds you of how Lucius was back in Slough when Demogorgon appeared. These Durgar all start popping up in size and readying their weapons. Kothard, is your turn.
And
Oh,
Cora
there's-
just yell to Lucius at the end of her turn, I guess, when she sees that. Madness! And then I'll end my turn.
Kothar is just going to turn into Cool and ask, "Are you running in there?"
Is there any other way?
Kothar just kind of looks at him and deflates and says, "I guess not." And he's going to cast Virtue on Nicole.
Is your other thing concentration?
No, it's not.
Okay, and neither is this. Okay, awesome. Cool.
Give Nicole 6 hit points.
6
And
temporary HP.
he'll... Okay, I have to do this carefully so I don't run out of 60 feet.
I don't think you can run 60 feet right now because you...
True, but I want to
Yeah.
make sure that I don't do it wrong for later. So...
Yeah.
I don't trust these Dwagar. So
They
I
aren't
think that
looking
was...
at you.
Okay, I'm gonna take the risk. And I'm just gonna...
Are you afraid they're going to take attacks of opportunity?
Yeah.
I'm just going to say they are not paying attention to you. You are not their concern.
Oh,
They're
okay,
concerned about
pretty.
this giant stone giant. This giant.
This giant.
This giant.
ATM
My
machine.
turn.
Did you just refer to the giant as an ATM machine?
You know how people say ATM machine? Like automatic
Oh.
teller machine?
I was gonna say, wow, you only see him as a wallet, as an ATM machine. What do you do? What do you bring to the table?
Are they up to being seduced right now?
Naked
or is it
dancing.
Still like...
Seduce them.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. It is now the stone giant's turn. It's going to make an attack. Starts swinging at this dwarf right here.
Oof.
Love the little animation.
Oh God, I think this guy's gonna die.
Instant death.
Well, he takes 2 huge, just flails, both arms. He hits the one. The Durgar dodges the other attack, but he is looking brutalized, horribly brutalized. Nicole, it's your turn.
Jamich goes, we almost got him now. Just keep attacking him willy-nilly.
What?
I say that in Dwarfish to the Durgar to get them to attack the stone giant a little bit more so that they get hurt more.
He's trying to incite them to die.
Oh.
Yeah.
In other words.
You notice that they're already quite, even citizens from, their stalls who have weapons nearby are, picking up their shit ready to come over.
Yeah. Good. Very good.
Nicole has no idea what he just said, so he's going to run in, probably right here.
Okay.
Or actually, hold on. Yeah, there's no way I can get anything. Cool. Then... So you see Nicole, dash in, and he's going to take a quick jab with his quarterstaff at, the knee to sort of try and knock him down.
Okay.
Normal. That's a nat one.
Himbo tried.
He's trying. He's trying, okay. I'm just gonna assume, he absolutely misses because he's jostled by one of the other,
Yeah,
Dwagar.
you're, kind of pushing through his shoulder, and he just kind of very awkwardly... Ugh.
He's not used to being the small guy.
Your quarterstaff bounces against the stone giant's, he has, ankle bracers, wooden ankle bracers, and you kind of miss his flesh and instead hit his bracers.
Okay. I'm sorry, now I'm just, having Elden Ring flashbacks.
That's kind of what this is.
Okay. Then he's going to... he's going to then, after it bounces back, he's going to put his shoulder behind his shield and try and knock him down with a shield push.
Is there a size limitation to shield push?
Up to one size larger than me.
This is 2
But
sizes larger
this
than
is
you.
2?
This is a huge
Okay.
creature, not a large creature. This is a 3
Okay,
by 3.
I can't I can't see the grid, so I can't tell.
Oh, sorry. So see these
No, that's fine.
Durgar?
Yeah.
These Durgar
These are
are
large.
large, and he's
This is huge. Okay.
Yes. You could
Then
shove one of the
he-
Durgar if you want to.
Oh yeah, sure, why not? He'll sort of like push. No, yeah, he's just gonna push the stir cart. Not like knock him down, but like he's.
Where are you gonna push him? If you push him that way, there's nowhere for him to go. The
I
other
know, but
two-
it's more. There's no real reason he's doing
just
it. I'm
wanna
just doing it
shove
to
him.
use my. I just want to push him because I imagine like he was sort of jostled by him because he's big.
Oh, so he's like, get out of the way.
Move.
Let me take a peek at his enlarge. Okay. Go ahead and roll your athletics. He gets advantage because he is
He's large.
enlarged, because he has the enlarged thing. You rolled
Okay.
a 5. You just shove him, and he kind of like pushes back into his buddies, and they go, "Whoa!" And he's gonna like look at you, look around, and look down at you, and his eyes are gonna kind of narrow at you, and he's gonna remember that.
So
This
Stars
Durgar
just
will remember
looking at
that.
Nicole pick a fight, and he's like,
Wait, do that again? I have to put the camera on.
he's like,
Nakul just kind of shrugs, like, I needed to make room. I can't reach.
oh, at least you look pretty.
All right. This Durgar scooches in and is not going to worry about enlarging, but is just going to go ahead right for the attack because they're not a pussy. And they're going to attack
That's nice.
and miss. It
Are
hits
they
the
daggers?
bracers. No, those are short swords.
A medium-sized blade. Okay.
They're basically just short swords, but they, I don't know. These are the King's Guard. The Stone Guard are royal guards. And then this guy is gonna run over here. And, oh, that guy had advantage and I just forgot to use it. That's okay. Doesn't matter. You guys are gonna do all the work anyway. Barely, just barely hit. For minimum damage. Alright, let's see, who is next? This Durgar. This Durgar, I think, is the one that got shoved? No, he didn't get shoved. I'm gonna make him get big, though. He's gonna enlarge. They're all just surrounding this screaming giant. I hate how long it takes me to change their token size. It's so stupid. There's got to be a faster way to do this in the future. All right, now this Durgar, now that he's huge, is going to start wailing on him. And miss. J-Mitch, you're gonna be right after the Stone Guard. So start thinking about your turn.
Oh, I know what I'm doing.
Sweet. That's what I like to hear.
I know what I'm doing.
That hits. Alright, and because he's large, he does double the damage. Sick. Alright, J-Mitch, it's your turn.
Yeah, so Jamich can do this cool thing called Unsettling Words. Spin words laced with magic and unsettle the creature. Cause it to doubt itself as a bonus action. Spend one of your bar expiration. Roll the bar. The creature must subtract the number rolled from this next saving throw it makes before the start of your next turn.
You're gonna wombo combo this, aren't ya?
Yeah, I'm gonna full wombo this guy, and then I'm gonna cast the very fun spell we all know and love, called Dissonant Whispers, which makes them run away, I believe. Yes. So yeah, I do that. I whisper into his soul, and I say, everything you ever wanted is over by the docks where you left it.
That's a 1d6, right?
Yes. I believe it's a 1d6.
Okay.
Doesn't matter, really.
Roll damage?
Yeah. I will roll damage. 10 psychic damage. And he has to use his reaction to run as far away from me as possible.
Now, what happens if people are in the way? He can just run through them, right?
I'm assuming so.
Okay. He pushes through. I'm going to call it difficult terrain. So
Sure.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He gets that far.
How many attacks of opportunity is that?
A lot.
That is a lot.
I thought it was 0 because he was compelled.
No.
Dissonant Whispers is the only spell that doesn't work like that.
So if they run, if they move their run, then it's fine. If they get pushed by a gust of wind or a knockback or physically pushed, they don't. It's running, which he just did.
Right.
I guess I get to make a whole bunch of attacks. So everyone go put like some pizza in the oven.
I want to make sure we add these all together because this could be the highest damage dealt in an entire round.
That's true. Okay, that guy missed.
Okay, never mind. They suck.
Hold on. This guy has
There's like 6 more.
Yeah, this is gonna take a minute. They all have advantage too.
Doesn't Nicole get one too?
Nicole also
Oh
gets
yeah.
Do I get advantage?
Yeah, because you're flanking them.
I
I
believe.
was lightning.
All right. This is
Number 1.
This is gonna be. Let me get everything done because I'm gonna have to track all this damage, or I'm gonna have to count this all.
Okay, no worries.
I might go get a drink.
Yeah, go get a
Hold on.
drink.
I will track it. I'll track it for you. I know how much damage you've dealt so far.
I'll roll at the end so I don't.
Yeah, I can I can just.
Everyone left.
Everyone just left.
I mean, you told us to go put pizza in them, and they might. It's fine.
It's true.
Okay.
It's true. I did tell you to do that. Thank you for.
So that was 10 from me, 5
You don't
plus 16.
don't
just
wait
now.
until it's all done, and then we can scroll back up because that's gonna just be not fun for everybody.
Gotcha.
These guys do pretty juicy damage. Oof. This is gonna be great in the video when I can just cut all of this stuff out.
Very true.
This guy.
Wow, that guy sucks.
Yeah,
Alright,
he
he's
rolled-
fired.
He rolled minimum damage and he wasn't even big.
Yeah.
He rolled a nat. Good thing he had.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
advantage.
I'm sorry
For what?
For all the lightning probably coming through my mic.
Oh no, not at all. You sound great.
Oh, we don't hear a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't? Oh, okay. There's some
No.
loud thunderous booms like, right next to my window.
All right, one more and then Nicole, it's you. And then yes, I think that this counts as all J-Mitch damage.
This is all J-Mitch.
Yeah, this was initiated by J-Mitch. Okay, go ahead, Nicole, and then we're gonna tally this up.
I have the number.
Oh, you've already been keeping track?
Yeah, I've been...
You fucking rock. That hits.
This counts as a wombo combo between me and Nicole.
All right.
All right.
Poked it.
How much was the total?
Feel free to check my math, but should have 82 damage going on right now.
What? That doesn't sound right. 7
From all of the damage rolls.
14, 20, 33, 38, 38, 50, 51, 51, 67, 67, 83. Yeah.
Is he dead?
82.
Yeah, he's dead. He gets this far. And they all just slash him down. And as he falls to the ground, and you all get your slices in, one of
Am I able to communicate to him before he dies?
No.
Dang.
Absolutely not. Sadly, you cannot. He falls to the ground, and one of the stone guards slits his throat, and his blood pools and fills the cracks of the cobblestone ground. More Durgar rush to the scene and notice. The Durgar kind of turn and look at you, especially the one that Nicole shoved. They all, I'm not going to do it because it's going to take forever. They all go down to their normal size. And before I continue, I'm going to wait for Elephane. And I'm going to take this as an opportunity to get a glass of wine.
Yep.
Awesome. It's good to be back, guys. Good to be back.
Ah, yes.
Just
Good to have you back.
Just bard things, just killing a helpless giant who did nothing wrong, just had a thing growing out of his neck,
Yeah.
J Mitch is over it.
Well, you were trying to get all the Dragor killed.
Yeah, okay, so yes, I was until Nakul was in melee range.
There's not really much else he can do.
No, and that's fine. But yeah, J Mitch doesn't mind the Durgar fighting amongst themselves, but he doesn't want Nakul to be caught in the crossfire.
So, Jamich is unhappy at the moment. Unhappy enough to walk between Kothar and Nakul having a moment, but not unhappy enough to ignore them in a fight. Okay, that's fair. Also going to say.
Go ahead.
I was just also going to say, I did not expect what JTC sprung on me.
Yeah. I didn't even realize what was going on, and then
I was so confused.
It was a surprise.
A surprise.
Did you prepare ceremony today?
You picked the date?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Trust me, that's next on the list.
Next level.
All right, we're fast tracking straight to marriage, apparently.
Yeah.
We're gonna settle down.
What if Nicole said no?
I would be very surprised.
I think that would create great role play. And then he eventually said yes, potentially.
All right now.
Lothar does it anyway.
I don't know. I'm gonna
Yeah, you don't
I'm
have
in
a
a violent
choice.
I'm gonna choose violence mood today. Yeah.
You know what?
Don't let anyone stop you. Choose
Kothar.
violence.
If
Oh,
you
JTC.
will, I will.
Shmi says that you look really good in your wig.
Thank you. Are you implying that I don't look good when I'm not in my wig? How dare you? Oh my god.
Hi.
That's messed up, dude.
What?
What did I miss?
I am only passing on the message. I have nothing to
How
do with
dare
it.
you?
So,
But thank
Ellie,
you.
while you were
But how dare
gone,
you?
I made everybody deal a total of 82 damage, and the giant's problem is gone.
Is dead.
That's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It only did 50% more damage than that one lightning arrow turn that you had that one time.
True.
With
Imagine she had him use lightning right then.
oh
God,
god,
everyone would have died.
we
That
would
would've
have all died. Well, actually, we
Mhm.
wouldn't have died. The
They would have all
Dwagar
died.
probably would have
We
died.
No,
would.
but yeah,
Our problem would have gotten
Dwagar.
increased
Much bigger.
yeah, because everyone would have
Oh, yeah.
attacked us.
Also, don't worry, guys. I gave Nicole temp HP. I was useful.
Woohoo!
Are we talking about how J Mitch just took a giant from who had a total of 126 hit points?
Yes.
Jesus.
It's fine.
So is
You're gonna
that
see.
just that was all from? Did he die right away from Jamige's turn? Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
they just slaughtered this guy. The Durgar who did the attacks of opportunity did deal lethal damage.
Yep.
They were not going to spare dissent and chaos in their city, so they executed him right there in the street.
You're gonna see Lucius do like a very silent last rites, kind of like he'll mutter something in giant to himself as he was trying to help him.
By the way,
Yeah, go ahead.
how many days have passed since the Demigorgon attack? Because I still
20.
had 20. Okay, so I'm way past my paranoia. 'Cause I
Yeah.
had 100 hours of paranoia.
Yeah,
so
we
I'm
kept
good
track of
now.
that. When
Cool.
We just forgot to tell you.
No, you're good. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't as paranoid anymore. I still don't like water, but yeah, J-Mitch will walk in between all of the Durgar dressed as a Durgar, and he goes, "All right." He starts waving to the citizens, and he goes, "All right, nothing to see here. Come on, let's go now. It's all over. Show's done. Let's go." And then he like kind of gives a subtle nod to the guard.
you're still dressed up like a Durgar, right?
100%.
They kind of like look at you and as they do that, you see a second stone giant burst through the same gate, but he only has one head. He looks quite sane too. He runs through and he stops and he catches his breath, and then he looks at the corpse in front of him, and he goes, "Rehud! Rehud!" And he falls on his knees. And the other Durgar, they seem to ignore this stone giant run over as they're kind of like writing down the incident, starting to question people. And you see the stone giant fall to his knees and oh, Rehud! Oh, how could this happen? How could this happen? Oh.
Lucius is gonna walk over to the stone giant, be like, "He fought well." And
You wait. What are you speaking this in giant?
yes,
He looks at you and he sees you, and then responds in giant. It wasn't a fight at all. He was just communing with the stone. He was communing with the stone, and suddenly the head just sprouted out of his neck, and he ran, and I chased after him, and oh God, Rahun, he's dead. Oh no, no.
I tried to stop them, but they saw the destruction and death
He's-
and put an end to his life.
He looks at all the destruction. One of the stone guards approaches the two of you, but he addresses the stone giant. Is this a friend of yours? Do I need to bring you in for questioning? What is the meaning of this? Nothing. We were just communing with the stone, as we always do, as stone speaker Higram instructed us to. But yes, this seems a little suspicious. And you? And he looks at Lucius. What are you supposed to be? Do you have
Cora's
something to do with
gonna-
this?
Cora's gonna sort of rush over and say to Lucius, back in line, slave.
Are you still in your disguise?
I
This
am also
whole
in my
time.
disguise. I'm still disguised as a Durgar.
I will pick up on Cora's cue and look at the Durgar guard guy and say, he was interpreting for me.
Wait, Lucius is dressed up like a Durgar, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I thought he was
I thought so
is
too.
he a
I
slaver
I
or
also
a
thght you
slave?
were a slave.
Yeah. Hold on.
No,
Back.
Lucius is.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, he's gonna look over at Nicole and say the same thing. Do you have something to do about this? You don't look like you're from around here.
Cora's going to reach into her. I have the paperwork. And she's gonna show
What?
the billows sail.
These belong to you. What are they doing with weapons?
They are. I like lean over to him, whisper in his ear, and go. They are of good stock. We give them to train for mercenary work.
As you say that, a couple of the other Durgar actually speak up, and they said they assisted in bringing down the creature. They fought alongside, and they just as a matter of factly explain what happened. They do not downplay your deeds, but they also don't it's like very just neutral. Like, these guys are from the Equilibrium world.
Right. I whisper into the same guard's ear again. I go, and I look at Nicole as I do it. I say, "We treat him wrong on purpose, as a joke. It's really funny to watch him run in and try his best, and then just fuck it up."
VIP.
Nikolai, thank you so much for gifting Fenice Starlight a sub.
Hell
Appreciate that. As you say that, this stone giant looks back at Lucius. You said you tried to help Rehund.
I tried,
Oh,
but I was alone in my struggle.
Stone Speaker Higram would want to speak with you. My master, I am his apprentice. He is the priest of our god whose name eludes me now, but he could tell you about it when you get there. He'd insist to speak with you. You can help us, perhaps.
Lucius gonna turn back to J. Mitch and Cora and be like, "He wanted me to go to see his master."
Are the guards still around, like in earshot, or have they moved on?
Everyone is all crowded. They're hearing. In fact, when the stone giant is insisting you come see his master, they kind of start grumbling, like, "Ugh."
J. Mitch will look at everybody and go, "I thought I told everybody that there was nothing to see here anymore. Come on, back to work, please." Actually, you don't say please. I say it without a please.
One of the Durgar puts his hand up to you. Now, just a minute. We have to question everyone, even if they're your slaves. Don't worry. You can have them back when we're done.
Is there a way I can move this along? And I kind of I clinkle some coin in my pocket.
They look horrified that you would attempt to bribe the Stone Guard. And the one
What a
close...
jokester! She kind of like bats his hand kind of like back in his pocket.
What a jokester.
Oi. Just do it.
He's a little drunk, you know.
I love Durgar, Cora, and Durgar
just-
Lucius.
Jamich goes, good job. You've passed the test from the Deep King.
They all...
And a little bit of doom, much of me.
Welcome, Raiders. Grab a drink and get ready to party.
Wow! Hi, cat! Everybody, cat-like meow. Actually, I've played D&D with Kat, and
Yeah.
she is fucking so creative and hilarious and a great improver. Thank you so much for that enormous raid. Hi, everybody. I am Scarlet. I am the Scarlet Dungeon Mistress. We're playing Out of the Abyss, and
VIP.
thanks, Poof. Thanks for giving Kat a VIP. Everybody go follow Kat if you're not already following her. And everyone from Kat Stream, hello, I'm Scarlet. We're running Out of the Abyss. I am a D&D creator. I'm a DJ music producer, but these days, because I'm a mother, I really only have time for D&D. So that's really a lot of what you see on my channel these days. We're in the middle of Durgar, a deep dwarven city, and the deep dwarves in our universe speak like they're from Amsterdam. So everyone's having a grand old time with their voice acting, and it's fabulous. So if you love hilarious improv voice acting, then you're gonna love it here. Oh, Kat, thank you. I call this look Elvish Slut. At least that's what I told my husband when I revealed the look to him.
Elvish slut.
Elvish slut. And he smiled.
A fragrance by Scarlet.
Fragrance by Scarlet. Wow, thank you. Stop it. You're making my heart grow 3 sizes. Yeah, fragrance by Scarlet. That I gotta make a commercial about that. Elvish sluts. Elvish is the essence of sluttiness, and sluttiness is the essence of
You'll
beauty.
go Fey Wild over this perfume.
Oh my
Oh my god. Okay, let's get back into character. Kat, thank you so much for the host. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate it so much. Everybody check Kat out. She's pretty amazing, and I know she plays D&D with Elephane and Noah Man. So all right. We are in the middle of our players are impersonating Durgars. Who was speaking before I got jump scared?
I was saying, congratulations, you passed the test from the Deep King.
It is good to test this once in a while. You never know who is taking bribes around here.
Oh yes, you got to keep them on their toes. I heard that somebody was trying to get expensive magical weapons and armor recently.
How would you know that? You weren't there for that encounter.
That's correct. Never mind. I don't know that. Kothar told me when you were like not here. No, just kidding.
Oh.
Our Virgo-ness communicated
Yeah,
it.
you weren't here.
Speaking of which, Yasla would still be dressed up as a priestess of Lolth,
Okay.
Okay.
not as a dragon.
Yeah.
And I go, I just go, this seems suspicious. The Deep King would want to know more about what's going on here.
I agree. We should escort you to the lake, the over Lake Hold.
Of course, just we have to fill out the paperwork first. And I pull out like a stack of paper that are like blank.
What do you mean? You're not a guard. You're just a slave owner. That is our job. And you see this stone giant just kind of like, no, I need to take them to Stone Speaker Hagrum. And when he says that, he like puts a little grit behind his voice, and the whole ground like shakes, and they all kind of, and they just kind of bite their lip, and they look kind of nervous when they look at him and kind of like frustrated, and then they say, I suppose it's up to them if they want to go with you or not.
Is he speaking in Undercommon as well, or what is the
I'm
giant
going to say
speak
this is all
Undercommon?
Undercommon, this conversation.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, and back in Undercommon again, I will say to the giant, we are very curious about the ongoings of what just transpired. We would very much like to join you.
What does the rest of the party have to say?
I think it's
We'll
worth
check it out
investigating.
and come back to you.
This is all in Undercommon, so Nicole has no
Yeah.
idea.
Nor does Kothar.
Oh, you guys are just
Yaslin,
standing there.
They're
who's been
just the
kind of
slaves.
quiet,
They're just
They
the
don't
says-
get a vote.
Look, you guys are doing a dwarvish accent in Undercommon.
Oh my god, they don't get to vote.
They do not get the vote.
You guys have no idea how much of a Norseman episode script this sounds like.
Yeah, Yaslin's
Oh,
just
no,
going to
what you
say it's
talking
better if we
about?
check out what's happening before you give your report to the High King anyway. You'd want to be able to include that as well.
Yes, yes. Very good advice.
Yes, very good advice. All right, we'll clean up here, but I
I
fully.
start like writing on the paper. Just
Why do you keep acting like you're part of the guard? You're a slave trader, aren't you not? What's your name, by the way?
No, my name is. Oh gosh, what's a good Duragar name?
Quickly. I haven't
mine-
gods all day.
My name is Stone Garden Durgan, and and I am not a slave owner. I am report to officially to the Deep King as an informant. This is my undercover disguise.
Please roll deception. What's your name again? Stone Garden Durkin?
Stone Garden Durgan.
Oh my god, my face is turning red. What is
I
that?
reroll. I have inspiration. I'm gonna reroll that.
Reroll that. A little bit
Okay.
better. It goes.
15's fine.
Wait, okay, hold on. I want to use the correct language for this, because I'm gonna find the names of the things and then because I have to cut into this. What are they? Where are they?
Oh.
Okay. Wait. Where? There's a page that has information that I want. Oh, come on. I'm so sorry, guys. It'll be worth it, I promise.
I believe you.
Lucius is going to tell the stone giant, I will come with you. In China.
Oh, okay. He lowers his voice and goes, you're part of the Dark Halves?
Did you say dark halves?
Dark Haft.
Of course I'm part. Would I know what that is?
You have no idea, but when you said I'm a spy for the Deep King, he went, oh, you're a member of the Dark Hafts.
I just reiterate, I'm an informant for the Deep King. Sometimes I need to take different personas to put people at ease. But I'm here to write a report on the ongoings of the city.
Oh, it's a good thing things are getting a little mad around here. Don't you think?
What's going on?
We don't know. Something's in the air. All the other lesser races are getting their panties in a tizzy. All the beasts are going mad, and there are demon attacks everywhere. It's like super common.
How common has this been before? Has it been increasing in commonality?
It started happening about 20 days ago.
20 days
Is that-
exactly?
Is that when when
Is that when
Imogen?
you what?
and this is out of character? I'm just asking.
You
is that
can't
when-
talk. You can. You said. Did you say this is a social encounter? Did Yaslin just say? Wasn't that when we? He looks at you. Do you
that
have
might been
anything
around
about
the same
it?
Time.
The same
we-
time as what?
We
We've been
don't
hearing
even know that one.
We've been hearing reports about different cities going mad as well.
What have you heard? What other cities have gone mad?
Well, it's no longer here anymore, but Floop the Lop was attacked by some sort of mad creature.
Sloop de Lava's gone?
Sloop the Lop is gone. By the way, Jamie's just saying this like perfectly postured and like just very quick and to the point and like blinking really fast.
You're doing it so perfectly. Well, that is really interesting. I'm going to have to write that in my report. If you,
I'm writing into my report as well.
If you,
I like start writing into my report.
If you hear anything else, you need to go to Darkhold or Dark Lake. Fuck, what's it called? Let me find the name of it again. I keep forgetting because I read this chapter today.
Dark Lake Hold.
Dark Lake Hold.
Worries.
Really? That's all it's called? That seems so stupid.
I think so.
Stupid simple. I thought it was something else, like Lakefront. Over Lake Hold. Over Lake Hold, because it's over the lake.
Stoneguard and Durgan doesn't take any orders except from the Deep King himself.
Well,
but I will take that under advisement.
The Deep King lives in the Over Lake Hold.
Oh, that's right.
Must have been a long time since you've been here.
I think I might, that giant must have hit me on the head.
I don't remember things happening that way, but I really have to get back to work. If you see anything else, go to Dark Lake Hold, or Over Lake. If you see anything else, go to Over Lake Hold, ask for Aird. She's the captain of the Stone Guard, and she's the one to talk to.
I write down Aird, captain of Stone Guard, on my papers, and I go, thank you very much, and I give like a very short, like a quick and efficient bow, and then a very quick and efficient like 180 turn, and I walk away
with your feet kicked out like a North Korean soldier. Jesus.
Yes.
Okay. So the Durgar actually start to disperse, and you just see this big stone giant hoisting the arm of the dead one up around his neck, and he starts like sadly walking away with a trail of blood following.
Lucius is going to follow.
Yeah, we will follow and assist.
Kothar's gonna catch like the eye of Nicole and Yaslin, and he's gonna flash the chainmail, the magical chainmail, and be like pointing in the direction of the docks and saying,
The docks are very close. The dwarf, he sees Lucius kind of jogging up, and he turns, not the dwarf, the giant, and he goes, "Oh, I need to bring Rahund home. You know where, fuck, what's it called again? There's so many little creatures in this
Over Lake
place."
Hold?
No, not that place. The other place. Hold on, I'll find it. I'll be so much better at this.
Lucius is going to take him in the other arm and try and like help.
Oh, I just ripped a page in my beautiful book.
Oh, I hate when that
have
happens.
mending on it. It's okay.
Put some water on it.
I have a brief.
Yeah.
Want to talk to Cora. When he saw her knock Jamich's hand back with the bribe, basically. Do they not take bribes?
No. Cora thinks have honor.
We were told to. Someone's trying to extort us out of items. One of the stone guards.
What?
Are you saying this to everybody? Does James?
I'm walking next to Cora. I mean, I'm not being quiet about it.
Gotcha.
How know this?
When we were at the bazaar, one of the stone guards came out and told us to leave some magical weapon or armor with someone at the docks. and we wouldn't get thrown into the hold or the
Oh.
pens.
Is like maybe jail?
The slave pens.
Oh. How new? Not from here. How see? Is he like wearing a cloak?
Yeah,
or-
he's just wearing a cloak.
Yeah, he's just wearing a cloak.
Yeah. Hmm. Who else knows?
Sareth actually, I guess the MPs are here with you, even though they weren't fighting. He goes, "It is a little strange. Durgar never take bribes, so that one is odd. Maybe madness from across the lake has reached here before we have."
Cora points to the dead giant. Cora thinks madness here, and she points to him. You say madness at Bazaar?
There were a lot of strange things going on with
Oh.
merchants changing prices every time they speak. Some of them just going invisible.
Oh.
Do you know? Should we be paying this? I don't know if this is a bribe if we're being extorted. I don't really want to go back into the slave pens.
So can I roll history to see what I know about?
What are you trying to glean?
So, yeah, just from that interaction, I think she gets the impression that they are, yeah, sort of very like orderly, law-abiding, quite lawful. Is that true? And would she notice anything else, like know anything about them?
You have in your observations, you're correct. They are very law abiding. Petty crime is almost non-existent, and when it is existent, it's usually the non-Durgar races participating. So to see a corrupt cop like this is really weird, but it's kind of curious. Maybe this other person that they've asked you to drop the goods off with might have some information, or maybe you can try to find out why their corruption is starting to seep into their minds and hearts. And also, Yaslin, you remembered that you ran into a craftsman who had made something beautiful and was bragging about the craftsmanship, which is strange.
Yeah, I was waiting until we got back to the.
Are they kind of modest?
The hotel, but
They
don't have any artistic stuff in there.
Right. There's two things. One, they have no artisticness in their brains because of what the Illithids did to them thousands of years ago. But it's also considered very bad form to seek praise because it should just be expected to do a good job. To be proud like that and braggartly over craftsmanship is like a huge faux pas.
Yeah, Yasmin will take out the cloth and show them. Like, I didn't realize I was in part of this conversation. I thought they were just talking amongst themselves. So
I just am bringing that up because it's a relevant piece of information.
Yasmin will take out the cloth and say, "Yeah, this is what one of the craftsmen made, and he was acting very prideful, which is something that I haven't seen before. And at the same time, also coming in and out of visibility without even seeming to notice."
Cora think is weird. Cora think docs could be trick, could also be madness. Cora think try find more information.
I don't think it matters that much. I don't think
Damage want go slave pet?
I don't think that you'll go to the slave pen for not giving up armor. I think anybody who tries to start a fuss like that in a Durgardian city will be thrown into the slave pens way before you will. I also
They did
think,
look like the guards, so they could manipulate it to sound like something else.
I also think that everybody, Durgar or not in the city, could go mad for all I care. I'm focused on us and getting us out of here and getting us safe.
As you guys having that conversation, I'm going to cut quickly back to Lucius and this stone giant, and he kind of looks down. He's dragging the giant. I must attend to this one, but please, come to Cairngorm Cavern when you can. It's a bit south. They usually don't like non-Durgar down in the city proper, but well, they saw that I summoned you, so they're not going to stop you. They know that us Cairngorn serve the Deep King, and they're not allowed to get in the way of our business.
Oh, my brother.
He does like a little, I don't know, giant bro thing, and he's gonna scooch off. And as you're all here, kind of like sorting out, trying to like decide what you're gonna do, you are not that far from the dogs. And everyone make a perception really quick. Everybody.
I was just going to say we should probably go try and figure out how
Roll
legitimate it is.
perception.
I love that sound.
I know what that means.
Cora, as you're talking, your eyes move past Jamich, and you notice that the wharf master, the one who gave you the parking, validate your parking, was walking kind of sneakishly towards you guys. Makes eye contact, but then looks and sees that there are still some stone guards nearby, and then nervously starts backing up, and then and starts kind of scuttling back where they came.
Does only Cora notice this?
Cora's the one who notices this, yes.
Nicole, no giant name? Giant face?
Or sorry, the stone guard.
Stone guard.
Yeah.
Like the Durgars, the cops.
Yep.
They saw the cops. The wharf master saw the cops.
But she's asking if he got the name of the person who like approached them in the bazaar, or what he looked like.
Oh, you did catch his name.
Yeah, I don't think you actually told us.
I tried to, but we were all giggling like idiots.
Us?
What? That's not. That doesn't sound like us.
Gorg.
We're very serious.
Gorglock.
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 And he told you to look
Gorglock.
for Where's Salt Baron.
Is that the person at the dock?
You didn't know
Well,
who
that's
it would
what-
be, but the way this person was creeping towards you, looked at you, and then looked over at the cops and backed up, you're kind of suspicious that might be Where's.
Where it points to where they're sort of hiding.
You see him kind of like walking, and as they're walking, something happens.
No.
Dramatic page turn.
I know, I gotta fucking find this shit. Right behind the wharf master, two cloaked figures phase in, and holding very shiny, glowing swords in their hands, both stab. And the wharf worker
Can we go over to him?
Yeah, Nicole's gonna. Actually, he's gonna. We all saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Did everybody see it?
Yeah, everyone saw this happen.
Okay.
How far away?
You could probably jog over. You could sprint over.
Nicole.
They kind of like turned into a
J-Mitch.
shady little area.
J-Mitch tries to cast Hold Person on one of them.
Okay. Let me pull up.
Aura says, "Wait,
Are you
wait,
gonna?
you're casting hold person on one of the guards that's stabbed
One of the
person?"
stabby guys. Yeah, one of the
You don't know if
stabby
it's a guard.
dudes.
You just know it's a cloak. Two cloaked figures appeared.
It's a stabby dude.
Stab.
All right. Will you roll that so I can?
Yes.
Thank you, Poof. All right. Let me check out the feature real quick.
J-Mitch just holds out his hand and attempts to stop him.
As your magic leaves your hands and clasps around this figure, you see him kind of like glow, and this psionic energy radiates from him and shatters whatever it is that you're trying to hold him with. And it turns, and it's this cloaked Durgar, and it's... And you see whirs going...
Nicole is like
Be careful, they're
running.
magical.
Like he doesn't care. He's just running at him.
I cast Healing Word on the person who got stabbed.
All right, go ahead and roll that. And you're running this soul blade. I'm not going to do it on the map, so this is all going to be like theater of mind. I'll just let you know if you're in range or not. You run into range. Are you going to attack?
He's not gonna attack. He's actually just going to sort of shoulder his way in to like cover the Warp Master.
Okay.
8 hit points.
All right. You
Like you're jumping on top of him?
Yeah.
on the person, the words or the wharf
The
marker.
stabbed dude.
All right.
The stab dude.
All right. What is everyone else doing?
Aura's gonna yell
That's all I
after
do.
him. Yeah, get back in line. She's staying very much in character because she knows that
Cora's
we
a
are in
method
danger.
actor.
Yeah, she is. And she is very aware that we're in danger just by existing here.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Hello? I just lost all my internet. I don't know if it's connecting back up yet or not. I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay. All right. Yaslin is going to sit there and put her hands on her face and go, oh, no.
Home Alone.
Oh, no. Anyway.
J-Mitch will say, actually, do they have like any insignias on their cloaks? Is it just like a pure black cloak? Is
Pure
there
black
anything
cloak
indicating-
with glowing swords. And you're kind of far.
I make an Arcana check to see if, because I saw whatever they were like glowing and repelled. Like, is it that same presence that I sensed from the madness of the giant?
Do an arcane.
J-Mitch will say,
This is a
21.
completely different energy. This is very psionic, which you know it is a signature Durgar feature.
J-Mitch will say, what are you doing? This is Stone Garden Durgan official informant to the Deep King.
This guy is going to oops, wrong button. Is going to attack Nicole.
Gothar's also starting to run after casting Healing Word.
Okay. Hold on. Why am I not?
Aura's
I
gonna
just
try
roll
to
up
stop him.
so much
She's
to
gonna
find
try to,
the,
as you're running by, she's gonna try to grab onto
can't I?
Kothar and prevent you from running.
I have to refresh my thing. Are you
have
allowing?
to-
Wait, hold on. We have a contestant.
Yeah, if you want to allow me to do that.
No, so what are we rolling? I'm not allowing it.
Okay, I'll let him run. Sorry, I'm trying to get this to stop being so dumb. Where, oh, where are my actors gone? Everything is gone. Hold on, I gotta refresh again. It's like my whole compendium just deleted. That would be terrible.
That would
Oh
not be
man,
good. That would
lost
be a bad.
everything.
am I in, oh, I'm a mysterious figure. It's because it logged me in as not the GM. Hold on, guys.
Feel like
Can you
Lucius
hear me
would
now?
be-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not you.
I feel like Lucius would be with the stone giant, and he'd like turn around after he got told where to go, and he'd like be walking back, and he'd just see like all this chaos happening.
All this
Come on,
random
guys,
shit.
can't we get away with just like 2 seconds of just calmness?
Lucius is getting sassy.
So Jamich has been saying this entire time.
Okay, let me get my monster on here.
So he just stabs at Nakul. Does he say anything back to me or anything?
No, they're ignoring you. They don't give a fuck about you. Sorry.
Well, sucks to suck, I guess.
Okay.
So what I missed is my internet died. Sorry to ask, but what's happening?
The
Some
wharf master
psionic
got
dudes are
attacked,
killing us.
by some like assassin types. Okay. This is gonna attack Nakul. Oh wait. Yep. Yeah, that's correct. For 11 damage.
So, ow. That's also going to hurt me.
Oh, I guess for 6 of that.
Yeah, so we round up or down.
Damage
For
is always
resistance.
round up.
Okay, so
Both of you get 6 damage.
So both of you take 6
Should we
damage.
should we see something on the screen where they're getting attacked or not?
I'm not
No,
doing
this
it.
is the
I'm
open
just doing the rolls. I don't want to have to set up a counter because we have
Okay, that's
30
fine.
minutes left. And then the second one also.
I'm just making sure I'm
Ow.
seeing what I'm supposed to see. That's all.
Well, shit.
ow.
Oh shit.
9.
Okay.
It's half.
They start stabbing you, and that's force damage.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel.
Is that halved?
Yeah, all of it's half because you have resistance
yeah.
to all damage.
All damage.
So you feel the blades hit you. It doesn't feel like piercing. It feels like like your mind is splitting. Your eyeballs want to like pop out of your head. What are you guys doing? There's 2 of these guys.
The one that stabbed me harder, I'm going to take a reaction and cast Hellish Rebuke.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Oh boy. Is it time?
Ooh, okay.
It's more like celestial rebuke.
Yeah.
But still.
Let's see.
The DC 13. Of course, that's fine.
Does it take half damage?
Yeah,
it does.
yes.
Go ahead and roll damage. 15.
Did we have a turn order for this at all? Or?
No, I'm
No.
just letting you guys.
After Nicole finishes, I'll go.
I
Go
look
ahead.
at Cora and Lucius and I say, "Don't just stand there, shoot them."
We have to stay in character.
Your character still has a bow.
We cannot turn against the guards.
Looks suspicious.
They will kill us. I will create a diversion.
You scream like a
There's
vrock.
already a diversion.
Yeah, yeah.
It's literally already happening. It's literally already a diversion.
So I think Kothar wanted to go, and then
Go ahead.
Oh, is Nicole done?
Yeah.
I mean, that was a reaction, so it's not my turn.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm waiting.
Go.
Oh. I'm gonna... Can I move into flank with the one that he just hellish rebuked?
Yes.
I'm gonna do that and inflict wounds.
Okay.
Kothar just comes flying around the corners with his hand glowing and goes, ah!
This isn't. I don't think you're gonna get flanking bonus from this. This is not a melee weapon attack, but
It's a melee spell attack roll.
yeah, but I don't think that that gives you advantage.
Okay.
Does it? Is there? I thought it was a weapon attack. a melee weapon attack.
I mean, I can roll normally, and then after session I can check and we
Yeah,
can
let's
talk
do
about
that because I don't think that like flanking and opportunity attacks are not spell related.
I'm gonna inspire that.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's gonna make me roll it again. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
higher.
It's higher, but not
Unfortunately.
quite high enough. You start melting his leather armor off his back, and he just kind of looks back and says, "What the actual pig shit are you doing?"
I don't understand it because I don't
Very
speak
thanks
Dwarvish.
to
He just sounds like
Kothar.
Gertie, 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 Gertie. Okay. Who wants to? Mitch, what do you want to do?
Cora was gonna do something.
Oh yeah, Cora. Dub and Blue, thank you so much for the raid of 24 people. Welcome to Out of the Abyss. Cora, go ahead and do what you're doing.
Okay, please describe to me the positioning of everyone because this will matter.
Okay, I will describe to you to the best of my abilities. You have the Wharf Master on the ground, clutching their wounds. You have Nakul on top, shielding and going, "Ugh!" And then you have at their, I guess, 2 o'clock and 10 o'clock are the two assassins, both kind of now facing Nakul. And you guys are all like 20 feet back. Except no, now Nakul is, Kothar is behind one of them. So the three of them, the three Durgar, the victim, and the two assassins make a little triangle.
Okay. Is there a way?
Hi, Bob. Thank you so much.
So this is my first idea, and if this doesn't, if it's not possible, which I kind of feel like given the proximity that they are to each other, my first thought was to throw a smoking arrow so that they could sort of try to get away, but it's a 10-foot sphere, so I don't think I could obstruct them without also obstructing like Nakul.
You would obstruct Kothar. Nakul is on top of the victim. Kothar would get obstructed.
Okay, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, so take 2. Cora is going to hide behind these little barrels over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's going to make the exact same sound as the giant who came coming in, like holding on to him, like, ah! And she's going to try to throw her voice away from where they are.
All right, make a performance check with advantage because you can make the exact sound.
Yeah.
Also, Scarlet, I DM'd what I found online.
Okay.
13.
Okay. Good to know. I did not know that. They're gonna kind of stop and look, and it's gonna cause a commotion to where everybody starts looking.
Which is why Cora is hidden.
And the two... Wait, go ahead. Do you have more of that things that you want to do?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, the two assassins get startled. They look around and they start noticing that there's like a bit of a commotion happening, and they both and turn invisible. And flee. But a little crumpled piece of paper falls. And the wharf master, ow, that hurt like a son of a bitch. What the fuck?
J. Mitch will run up and grab the piece of paper and then yell, is Nakul enslaver, or is he a slaver or a slave?
He's a slave.
He's a slave. And
Well, he's a
and
traveler.
I just go, and don't ever try to attack one of my slaves ever again. And I say it towards the dockmaster, and I grab him by the scruff and I say, "You tell us what's going on here."
Oh, first of all, I'm a lady.
I don't think did I say a gender?
You said him, his.
I grab him by their scruff.
So you would have known that if you were here last week. She goes, I have no idea why they'd want to hurt me, but you did save my life, so I guess you deserve to be rewarded. You could just forget about the bribe. I'll figure it out. The bribe. What?
Yeah, I don't think J-Mitch knows about the
Oh, so she
bribe.
doesn't. She doesn't
I
know.
just look at Cora and I go, "What
Cora's,
bribe?"
yeah, Cora's gonna come over. Tell us what you know about the bribe.
I do have a
We
question.
don't know about the bribe.
Hold
We have
on,
no idea about the
Alex.
bribe. What is going on besides the bribe? Tell me, explain, please.
Why did they stab you?
They're stabbed and bleeding. Shouldn't we try to help them first by healing them?
He's
No.
already healed.
She'll give us better information if she's bloody.
I don't know
Also,
why
she's
they'd
trying
want to hurt me. I don't know. And you see the little crumpled paper.
I've already put it in my
Oh,
pocket.
so you're not looking at it?
No.
Oh, okay. She goes, I have no idea why they'd hurt me, but those assassins, those sons of bitches, good thing you came along.
Do you know who they were?
I have no idea.
Cora's
Nobody
insight.
would want to hurt you.
Insight.
18.
You know she's lying.
Tell us the truth or we'll kill you ourselves.
Look, I can't talk about it here. Come meet me at the Shattered Spine. It's a tavern. It's in that stalagmite over there, jetting out to the dark lake. You could kind of see it if you squint your eyes.
How can we trust you? It could be a
They have
setup.
alcohol there?
J-Mitch will
It's
drag
just a
her-
bar. We can't
J-Mitch
talk
will
about
drag
it
her
here.
over to like
Ow!
the dock, like over to like the shore, and I say, I hear people are going mad out here.
What the
Bad
fuck are
things
you
can
doing? Don't make me
happen.
call the guards.
Shattered spines. The guards already tried to stab.
Hey, I don't have that bit prepared, dude. Just go with it.
We got fucking 15 minutes here. I haven't read that quest yet. Just accept the quest.
Fine.
Punch him again. Give me the information, or else.
Ow!
Go clean yourself up. You look ridiculous.
Only if you buy us a drink will I listen to your story.
I'll even pay you if you let me go. Just come back later, not now.
Fine.
They're watching us, duh.
I
Be on your
pick
way.
her up, I dust her off, and I say, and don't ever let it happen again.
got yourselves a deal.
Y'all are insane, I swear. Bet you didn't even validate your parking. And she's just gonna like waddle off. Just limping. And with that, I feel like that's a good stopping point. Oh my goodness. I think y'all deserve a round of applause and some experience points.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. You guys are fucking crazy.
Going
So
to
I do have
interrupt.
a question I want to ask.
Yes.
If it says that it doesn't have a range of self, does touch count as self or not in an ability?
Which can apply to self. It depends on
Yeah.
what the ability
No,
is.
but it says doesn't have a range of self, so something
Oh, that
is
means you
longer.
can't. Yeah, that means you can't use. Like, okay, what's your question? What is the thing you're trying to do?
What is the spell?
It is twin magic.
You
Twin
cannot.
spell, I mean,
You
that
cannot
one.
use that on healing word or healing. You can't use it on a self, so you can't use that. You can use it on healing word, not healing.
So anything that has a range like of 5 yards.
It has to
Would
be
be
at least
okay.
5 yards. Yeah.
So you
Not
can use it on
Okay.
healing word, not cure wounds.
Yeah, you can't use it on cure wounds.
Okay, that was what I was trying to figure out.
Okay.
So.
If you have questions like that in the future, let the RP kind of like wrap up because again, it just makes it a lot easier for me to edit.
Well, I wanted to go over and heal both the Dockmaster and
we're not in encounter,
someone
so
else,
you
so-
don't need to do anything like fancy. You could literally just walk over and do it. We had her. That's so kind of you. We don't get free level ups for the party.
I don't. It's a secret number. Nobody's hit it yet. Just keep trying.
Just try all the numbers. It'll happen eventually, maybe.
Might work.
Yeah. We don't. It's a mystery to all of us.
All of you get 550 experience points.
You shouldn't have.
Aw.
We're currently at 54608.
5208.
5208. I'm gonna
Plus
be talking
560.
5208.
5208. This is my favorite accent I've ever used.
Oh yeah.
That's how much? How much?
Wait, plus 550 experience?
Yes.
57. 58.
You guys are close to a level.
Wait,
Are we?
What level are you guys? What experience?
They're at
total do you guys have?
5208. They're at 5208.
I
50.
did put in the
I get
treasury how much we got last time. I don't know if you would have had that.
Now I'm at 5758.
Now you're at
Yeah,
50.
I'm
Well, after the 5500, you're at 5758. Out of 6500, so you're close to leveling.
Yeah.
Wait. I should be way closer. I'm at 4171 right now. I'm at 4171, and I shouldn't be 1,000 points behind.
How do you know how many points behind you are?
More than 1,000. I was behind. Oh, I don't remember.
I feel like
All right,
it
But
was
well-
I think last
500
week's
or something.
session. Did you give experience last week?
Yeah, it's in the.
It's in the treasury.
Okay, I didn't add that.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what I need to do.
Okay. I was like,
That's on me. That's on me. Where is it at?
I wrote it, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
Oh.
find
That's
it.
500 XP.
We
all
can-
right,
It's
guys.
500 XP,
Next
yeah.
week, you have some decisions to make. I'm gonna try my best to have everything available. If you want to, go where you want to go. If for some reason you try to do something that I don't have anything prepared for, I'm gonna come up with a bullshit in-story reason why you can't do it. Don't fight me on it. It's simply just because I haven't read through it.
I love it.
I'll try really hard to have it ready though, including battle maps. This chapter and these quests, this city is 25 pages long.
There's so much already.
Yeah.
This is we've barely scratched. There's so much going on here, and it's
3 plot hooks.
we barely. Yeah, this is amazing. This is this is an urban. We're doing some urban shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so, do you guys like Gracklestugh?
I love the accent.
Gracklestugh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got.
Please say it correctly.
We'll be
Gracklestugh.
doing the deception.
Gracklestugh.
I need to get with you later this week, Scarlett, or sometime
Yeah.
to figure out my experience, because I don't think I'm super accurate on it. But we'll figure it
Okay,
out.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And what we'll do when we figure you out, we'll figure out what the XP difference is between you and the rest of the party. So in case we ever lose our place again,
Yeah.
it'll be a simple subtraction.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay.
This was so fun.
Yeah.
I love this. So many crazy.
Can I give my golden buzzer to
Yeah.
Buff?
Yes.
Can I press it and give it to Buff?
Lucius, who are you giving yours to?
I would like to give it to Kothar. Because they're always looking out for the party's best interests, and they also did the wonderful proposal that
Was
no one
that
was expecting.
was that a proposal or was it just a
Or
little
something.
promise ring?
You have to ask Kothar.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Nicole, who are you giving yours to?
To J-Mitch for that lovely name.
Oh yeah, Stone Guarded Durgan. Oh God, I need to go back and clip that and put it on TikTok.
I'm sure Plaza's already got it somewhere.
I know Plaza is the clip king. Clip king.
Plaza's on it, man.
Yeah. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Oh God.
Plaza's amazing.
I died.
You put me on the spot.
That's what I was
okay?
trying to do because I knew
know,
it would
worked.
yield
It
the
worked
best
really,
results.
really well. It worked really well.
Hilarious.
Cora, who are you giving yours to?
I'm giving it to Buff for the roleplay and staying in character as well, even when he was a moody little emo boy.
Kothar.
I'm gonna give it to Cora for busting Buff out of a tight spot with the bribe.
That was,
Yeah.
Cora is a really, really good Durgar.
Yeah, her she's really good at deception and really good at mimicry. So.
Yeah, this is amazing. I want to put you in more situations that you have to impersonate people. J. Mitch, who are you giving it to?
I also want to give it to Kothar for the proposal / promise / whatever scene.
That's freaking incredible. Wait, so is it a tie between J Mitch and Kothar, or did J Mitch get it?
Well, I haven't given mine yet.
Yeah,
Oh.
Tadex hasn't.
I thought I heard you give yours.
Tiebreaker.
I'm so sorry,
Unless you
tiebreaker.
tell somebody else.
I'm going to give it to Kara because of the interaction with.
It's a three-way tie.
Three-way tie.
Actually, wait, Scarlet hasn't given hers.
Oh, that's
She
true.
could.
Oh, true.
You can be the
tiebreaker.
true tiebreaker.
I can. So you guys are just trying to stack up as many like inspiration. This is like a strategy.
How did she know?
Oh no, she found out.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's like I give it to myself for having to deal with all of you.
No, actually, I'm giving mine to Cora because
Method
just
acting
the
Cora.
acting, the way you are leading into this Durgar slaver with the receipts, and I'm dying over here. Okay, it's a close, like J Mitch, you are also, both of you guys are fucking killing it, but I don't know, Cora's voice,
No,
Guy,
the funniest
go
thing is
watch
J-Mitch-
Norseman.
Yeah, Jamich will break character if people are in trouble. Cora, no such.
No,
incident.
no. Method, baby.
Cora's like, mm-mm.
Your shit out the block.
Yeah.
Guess you're rolling
Yeah,
another
it was-
character.
It was really close to me as well. It probably would have been J Mitch if what was his name? Rot had have busted into the room. I think that would have just changed it a bit.
Oh, yeah.
I thought about doing it, but I was thinking about all the things we needed to do today.
Yeah.
No, absolutely no. This
I
will be
just
a
think
delete.
that would have
That's-
pushed it over the edge.
There
'cause,
will be a moment.
yeah.
Ron's gonna have a sit down with J Mitch and say, "If you ever hurt my little girl again,
Mhm.
And she's just gonna look lovingly up at Ron.
I'm
like,
going to put sawdust in your soup."
We will
Or it's gonna be
see
like
what
holding
happens
Ron's
when that
hand,
day
like
comes.
just standing there, like, yeah.
Holding a lollipop.
I'm imagining J Mitch in his shortness, standing as tough as he can, two giants looking down
Towering.
doing this, and little Cora going,
Okay, Cora's taller than me, first of all.
True.
I like that J Mitch doesn't care. Dwarves are like, their shortness doesn't, they're not intimidated by
My shortness
tall.
does not define me. Okay.
Also, remember that Yaslin, Kofar, and Nakul haven't actually known about the fine or anything yet because we were out shopping at the time and didn't have time to talk about it.
Yeah, I just
yeah.
had to give some information.
Because
Oh,
Yaslin would have had things to say.
oh wait, what happened? I think my brain just melted that information. What?
I'm
did
just
you-
saying Yaslin would have had things to say about the incident if she had have seen it.
What incident?
What incident?
We didn't. We
Between
don't know that.
Jamish, we don't know about Jamish and Cora.
Oh, you had something to
Yeah,
say.
that.
I,
Yeah.
for some reason, thought you were talking about. My brain is already
Yeah.
molding together. Guys, let me look at the clock. Okay, the 8th. We're all good for next Sunday.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! You know what?
Oh wait, is it Mother's Day?
I
Yes,
don't-
it is.
Okay.
For
Is it?
Australia, at least. Anyway.
I think it's Mother's Day,
It
and I'm
is.
absolutely. It's my first Mother's Day.
Happy
Aww.
pre-Mother's Day.
Yeah, happy Mother's
Yeah,
Day.
great Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
But my mother's gonna obviously want to hang out with me. So.
It's my nephew's
Your
birthday.
day.
Aww.
3. He's just a little guy. Okay, you know what? I actually based a lot of Cora's voice is based and her vocabulary is based on his vocabulary and things that he says, plus a voice that I use to talk to my dog.
I love it
Love
so
it.
much.
Yeah.
I actually
just
Topsy and
that.
Turvy and Stool especially I base on my nephew who he's 5 now, but like I stayed with him, his mom, my brother and his mom for a few months back when he was 3. And he was like, guess what? This
They're so freaking cute at that age.
I'm gonna have that.
This sounds like a
I'm gonna
sounds
have
like a video
one
that-
soon.
You're
It
what?
just sounds like a video that one of my friends put up on Twitter the other day about she hates being the favorite auntie because she's sitting on the toilet and they call out to her the whole time.
Yeah, they don't know
No,
privacy.
that's a privilege. That's an honor to be the favorite auntie.
Oh, they're they're so cute. Anywho, yes, I was saying that he's only 8 months now, but he's gonna be moving into that age like rapidly, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I love little babies so much. I never want them to be scared or suffer.
Just think this time next year, he's probably
So
going
nice.
to crash into the room all the time when you're streaming.
I just hope that he has pants on when he does that, or else I lose my channel forever and get arrested for creating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
good point.
Padlock on the door when you're streaming?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a
Yeah.
little gate so he can't come in here because I don't know. Like, I don't know if he's gonna develop a weird habit to just suddenly start ripping his diaper off for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my
Sometimes
Some kids like
kids
to
be
naked.
doing that.
They do, yeah. Kids are freaking
Literally,
wild.
they do. Yeah.
He can
yeah,
just
one of my
run-
friends a while ago couldn't stream with the camera on because of that reason.
Yeah,
Because his kids would run around naked in the
Yeah.
background.
yeah. And even though Steven's with him while I'm streaming, I don't know if Steven is just gonna like use the bathroom for 10 seconds and he's gonna run in here. Like, there's just too much chaos in that. And if that sounds like something I wouldn't get my channel back for, because that's like child nudity on the internet is taken very, very seriously, as it should. Because then people could be like, oh, my kid just accidentally, I didn't mean for that clip, ship, send off to perverts. So,
Mm.
Yeah, we hate it.
yeah. So if he comes on stream, it'll be on purpose for sure. I'll
Oh,
come on, I'll draw his eyebrows on stream like I did to his cousin.
Hell
Yeah, I don't really like my setup that much, but one of the good things about it is the door's over that way.
Oh,
So I can see when people come in.
Yeah, maybe I'll have like a little mirror so I can always see. All right, guys, I'm going to cut you loose, so we're not going to do it next week, but that'll give me extra time to make extra things. There are random encounters in this city that I can roll for. I've decided I kind of want to forcefully get through, like, we'll do them in a random order, but I want you to experience all of them because I feel like the random encounters, and I really felt like this when we were on the Dark Lake, they help paint a picture of your environment and your situation and the culture and the situation. So I want you to experience them, and you'll get experience points for them.
Yeah, I was going to say, we don't want to fall behind experience, so we want to experience all of them.
Right. And also there's like full-on dungeons here, like huge maps. Yeah.
I did hear something about a dragon, so
Yeah, there is a dragon.
Maybe I'll get
Hey, Mitch might lose his pants again. Into his clothes.
J-Mitch read that there is something called a wormsmith in this city. Who is a
Oh,
dragon.
wormsmith,
like a WRYM kind of worm.
Yeah, WYRM. I heard someone make a video about it and pronounce it Wyrm, and I wanted to slap them through the screen.
No, we don't like that.
Wyrm.
By the way, this is a J-Mitch secret. He hasn't told anybody, and he doesn't plan on it.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Cora's just gonna steal your book and then read it. So it's...
I wanted Lucius's ears to perk up at red, like, adult dragon.
And Anazira.
Yeah, Anazira.
Isn't Anazira, like, reluctant to see dragons because of her...
Adrian is still not like 100%, like, she's not a pro at the lore, so sometimes she remembers that Dragonborn don't like dragons, and sometimes she doesn't remember and she loves dragons, so we're just gonna let Adrian handle it the way she wants to.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe she'll be offended
Just
that
a
it's not the
quirky
right color.
dragonborn that likes dragons.
Likes to
It's
eat
great.
everything. I want to put it in my mouth.
We found nothing for her to eat this time. I'm kind of upset.
I hear what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I'm looking at this and thinking, nom nom nom. Okay, guys, I'm gonna host another D&D stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. You're all amazing. You're
Bye,
beautiful. We'll see you in
everybody.
2 weeks. Bye. All right, let's close the meeting.